Welcome, NorCal Sports Network. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Tuesday night, March 5th. And we're still here.
Yeah, how about
We're
that?
still covering the Giants.
How about that?
Yeah. So, got a new pair of glasses today.
Yeah, I see that. You don't have to double them up no more,
I
huh?
don't have to double them up. These ones, because I can't wear my contacts this week, these ones are for distance. But now I can't read. These ones are readers.
All right, well, there you go.
But then I can't see far away. So as long as I stay right tuned here, I'm good.
Hey, I don't think you have to look too far, so I think you're good.
Yeah. So Luciano got a hit. Giants baseball is looking up. There we go. Yeah, Luciano.
And to add to that, he also added another 3 strikeouts. So,
oh, did he really?
Yes, he did. One hit and 3 strikeouts. There you go.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Kelby Tomlinson.
What's up, Ron?
What's this Kelby Tomlinson in the house?
Talking about your glasses, I think.
Oh, Kelby.
What's up, Daniel? I think.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sujung says, "Where's Bora?" Bora is on assignment.
Yes. He's doing his homework.
Doing his homework.
At least that's what he should be doing.
Yeah. So, guys, where do we go here? Tonight's topic is what is tonight's topic? I forgot.
The need.
The need for what? Pitching, was it?
Starting pitching, yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. I kind of got busy and forgot exactly what was going on here, but here we go. All right. So, pitching. I think the Giants are going to add a pitcher. I don't believe they add all these people.
So that was
Lee,
thinking.
Chapman, Soler, Murphy, if you want to call it an addition. Who else did they added this year? Is it
Hicks.
4 or 5? Hicks. There we go. They spent like $260 million. They're gonna get a pitcher. They're not. This is all posturing. I think it's going to be Blake Snell. I'm pretty confident they get Blake Snell. I just don't think Farhan's saying we're done and we got to focus on our team. That's all part of posturing and negotiating. Maybe he's learned a little bit, I mean, I think he's had, somebody's talking to him. Somebody's in his ear.
They're definitely not going with the youth, right?
No, they're not going to go youth pitching.
Yeah.
No, they may. You want to go youth pitching, you do that for your 4 or 5 spot. You go for your 4 and 5 pitcher if you're going to go youth. I mean, you're counting on Harrison as being your second guy right now. Yeah. Kyle Harrison has got loads of potential, and he's a top prospect in baseball, but he's also not pitched a lot of innings. He doesn't have great command. Excuse me. I gotta clear my throat here. He's he doesn't have he's the kind of guy that you look up in the top of the 5th inning, bottom of the 5th, whatever you want to call it, and you know it's his last inning because he's already at 80 plus pitches through 4, right? I mean, Kyle Harrison needs to get to a place where he's at 60 pitches after 4 innings, right, and 75 after 5, and that he can give you 6 innings, get into the 7th, occasionally go a full 7. But Kyle Harrison needs to average 6 innings an outing this year. Blake Snell.
Forget, Keaton Wynn hasn't exactly. I don't think he's even top 50 innings. Did he even? I think it was like 40-something innings last year, right?
Something like that.
And they want to make him a starter?
I mean, they're signing a pitcher. I'm telling you, they're either going to trade. They're either doing one of two things. They're trading JD Davis, probably Joey Bart. I don't know if it's a package together or separately. Could be a package together. And they're going to pick up a pitcher somewhere, whether that's a 3, 4, or 5 guy, a reliable starter, not a star, or they're going to use that money and sign Snell, or they're just going to sign Snell. But I don't see them. Somebody said Dylan Sleece, faux shot 85. I think it's going to take more than. I think if you're going to go after a Dylan Cease, you're probably, you know what? Well, let's just play with that. Let's see what the Dylan Cease. No, I don't want that. Hold on. I want MLB. I want the MLB trade machine. There we go. Let's pull up this trade machine, guys, and we'll put together a package here. You guys want to look at Dylan Cease? Let's take a look at Dylan Cease. I think I can't remember what his value was. Do you remember, Eric?
I can't remember what his value was.
Okay, we'll pull it up right here. All right, there we go. White Sox, Dylan Cease. He signed for next year too. They're not getting Dylan Cease.
No.
He's got a 42. That's going to take up your, that's going to take. Look at the Giants. Anybody to match that with the Giants, it's going to take a Matos, a Luciano, and forget Dylan Cease. He's not coming. No, Giants don't have enough to give up for Dylan Cease.
And supposedly White Sox were asking for a ton.
Yeah.
Atlanta tried to get him earlier in the offseason. And
who's Jordan Montgomery makes more sense to me as I look at things further today because he doesn't have a qualifying offer. So you don't have to pay another $500,000 in international money where you lose another $500,000. I should say, not pay. You don't lose another. They already lost $500,000 for the signing of Chapman. They would lose another $500,000 if they signed Snell, which would, but they still may do it. But I think Montgomery's the better fit. He doesn't have a qualifying offer. He's a little bit more reliable. He's not as flashy as Blake Snell. Blake Snell's got the more, strikeouts, the more dominant stuff, but he also walks a ton. 99 last year, led all of baseball. Montgomery would actually give you probably more consistent starts. But the problem with Montgomery, from what I'm hearing, is he's not coming off of his asking price. And if he's going to be that stubborn, he's going to be sitting, out of baseball unsigned with somebody during April.
How about guess the pitcher?
Guess the pitcher. Let me look. 788 innings, 60 and 39. Are you pulling up the Montgomery and the Snell thing again?
Maybe.
I'm saying that's.
How about chat? Who would you guys want? Guy on the left or guy on the right?
Pull it up a little bit. I can't see the bottom.
It's 8.7 and 6.6 for the base on balls percentage.
Well, on the left is Snell.
Come on, chat. Likely. Who do you guys want? You guys want the pitcher on the left or the pitcher on the right?
Oh, the pitcher on the left's Clevenger.
Are you sure?
No, I don't know. It's probably Snell. Those walks.
The guy on the left, for show, says right. Right. You could take both. You could. Val, you could.
60 and 39 and 38 and 34. That's not Snell's way over. That's not Montgomery either. Maybe the one, I have no idea. Who's the one on the right? Lorenzen? Who is it? Montgomery and Clevenger.
Why not? Could, right? You probably could get them both cheaper than you would get Snell, no?
I don't think you're getting Montgomery for cheap right now, unless he comes off
Then
his
why not
high.
get Clevenger?
Isn't he a wife guy, did something with his wife, domestically violence or something? Right? I mean, won't face discipline after abuse complaint. Will not face under Major League's joint domestic violence sexual assault.
It's all together.
Oh, okay. He has voluntarily agreed to submit to evaluations by the treatment boards that cover domestic violence and drugs of abuse. Okay. Had been under investigation after being accused of domestic abuse by the mother of one of his children. Olivia Feinstead posted a photo on Instagram of marks on her body with accompanying words alleging that the injuries were from when he threw an iPad at me pregnant, and that she finally left when he strangled me. Ugh. Gee.
Did that happen?
We don't know.
But it's saying he won't face discipline, right?
Yeah.
If he's not facing discipline, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, there have been plenty of women out there that have said false things about men.
Look,
But some of it,
I don't know. I
some
don't
of
know the
it's
details.
true.
I'm just
I
going
don't
by
know.
what the ESPN is reporting that MLB is not going to enforce any type of discipline. So
Yeah,
they know
I mean,
something, right?
who knows? I don't know, man.
He's a pretty good pitcher, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that flies. Heroku says, but he's taking classes. Well, yeah,
Maybe he has some anger management. It's possible.
Yeah, I mean, again, Larry Bear, he's on the board as one of the. I don't know if Larry Bear is one of the owners.
You don't want him.
Didn't he go to? Didn't he have to take classes, Larry
You
Bear?
got to be. Hey, Mike, you got to be careful with that because we don't know what the details are on that. Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. Don't know.
Did Larry Bear? Didn't he have to take some kind of counseling classes?
Yes, he did.
All right. Well, there you go, Giants. If that's the case, if you don't want him because what you're saying is you don't want to touch that, you have somebody in your
correct, Mike.
Basically front office.
That's what I'm saying. You're accused of doing something, right? I mean, does it mean I don't know, man. It's a slippery slope, I guess, right?
It's a tough thing, man.
Okay, then we'll just spend more money for Snell or Montgomery then. Whatever.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
they're gonna get they're not going into this starting if they do this.
Oh, real quick, Dan, you might want to check out that because I know you got access to the Athletic. Baggerly just put something up like 10 minutes ago
on Twitter.
On Athletic, talking about the young pitchers for the Giants.
Okay, let me pull that up. The Athletic. Here we go. Hopefully it logs me in automatically.
I don't know. Interesting.
There it is. Pitching depth. How long?
I just saw it on Twitter.
39 minutes ago. Okay.
There you go.
On the Athletic. I can pull that up. Let's see what that's.
I'm just saying it's an option, but hey, whatever.
Oh yeah, Sean Jelly's out now, right?
Yeah, his got an elbow sprain. Going to be reevaluated in a few weeks.
I mean, feel bad for Jelly. I mean, that's tough break for him, but it's not a real loss on the team. I don't see. I mean, he was
probably trying to get a spot in the bullpen anyway.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, one day. Here, you go ahead and read this. I got something in my throat that's bugging me.
You're gonna have to do the whole scroll for me.
Yeah.
One day after agent Scott Boras declared a pitching panic in spring training camps beset by rotation injuries, the San Francisco Giants' potential reservoir of innings got a little shallower. Right-hander Sean Jelly was diagnosed with a right elbow sprain that he hopes will respond to rest and treatment, but almost certainly will rule him out for opening day roster. Right-hander Tristan Beck, who was penciled in to the rotation entering the spring, underwent successful vascular surgery to repair an aneurysm in his upper right arm and won't be able to pick up a baseball for 2 months. And another rotation incumbent, right-hander Keaton Wynn, is now just graduating to live batting practice after being set back with a bout of elbow inflammation. Neither of those three injured pitchers were expected to form the front end of the rotation behind the ace right-hander Logan Webb. But after Webb, the Giants will have to figure out a way to soak up innings in games when converted reliever Jordan Hicks and rookie Kyle Harrison, two stuff first pitchers without a track record of efficiency, exhaust their pitch count early. And the Giants will have to figure out how the heck to round out the rotation that will require a fifth starter in the season opening road trip against the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. But ask Webb where the innings will come from, and you won't detect any panic. I do think a lot of these young guys here can pitch, Webb said. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm worried about me pitching better than what I've done. But yeah, there are guys here who are ready to step up and eat some innings. Webb mentioned the potential for contributions from non-roster invitees, including Dalton Jeffries, Ethan Small, and Blaine Inlow. Dalton Jeffries, Ethan Small, and Blaine Inlow. But it's the homegrown prospects in camp who are making the biggest impression and who appear poised to help the major league club sooner than anticipated. That's not to suggest that the Giants should feel comfortable taking themselves out of talks with Boris free agents, left-handers Blake Snell or Jordan Montgomery, but it's never advantageous to enter a negotiation in a panic. Perhaps the Giants' groundswell of young pitching might be what allows them to keep a cool head. We've talked about this. We talked about this being the plan all off season. We want to evaluate our young pitcher.
Yeah, right.
Giants president of baseball operations, Farhan, said on Saturday. Then why did he? Okay, whatever. I'm not going to go. Whatever. There's a perceived urgency because there's a lack of familiarity. But we think the more they get a chance to prove themselves, you have to take the leap at some point. Why doesn't he do it with position players?
I was just going to say the same thing.
Why doesn't he do that with position players? Okay. This is something we've been planning for a couple of years to get younger in a rotation and give these guys an opportunity to win jobs. That's the neatest part of the spring training for pitching coach JP Martinez. From the time he joined the Giants in 2021, the organization has circled the spring as the time when the pitching pipeline would begin to gush. In 2021, the Giants used each of their top 9 draft picks on pitching. In 2022, they took pitchers with their top 6 selections and 10 from their top 12. Many of those pitchers are not just in the major league camp, but are competing for jobs. Many of them. This was when we thought guys would be cycling up. And that's exciting, Martinez said. We're getting to see these pitchers that we've been developing really get after it and try to win a place on the roster. So we're in good shape. We're in good shape. We finally we feel really good internally, even though optically there's some concern. Who have been the standouts? I spent the last 3 days surveying the Giants clubhouse while putting the question to the Giants catchers and pitching coaches. Which young arm has made an impression on you this spring, and which individual stands out as an especially effective weapon? Landon Roop's name was mentioned of most often. Catcher Patrick Bailey didn't let me finish the question before Roop's name was out of his mouth. Even though the right-hander has been limited in throwing live batting practice twice as the Giants ramp him up slowly from last year's season-ending lower back injury, manager Bob Melvin said Roop will make his exhibition debut with an inning Thursday night against the Dodgers. So he's not going to be ready for the rotation. But Roop wasn't the only pitcher who drew rave reviews. Here are some thoughts on the Giants' young arms from those who have the closest view of them this spring. Catcher Patrick Bailey, who stood out? Landon Roop. He's looked really good. I caught him in 22 a lot in high A in Eugene. He's electric. Really good tempo. Really good breaking ball. It's 2 playing upper 70s. There aren't too many breaking balls like it. Maybe a little slower than Charlie Morton's, but it's got a big horizontal movement and the big depth. A lot of tilt. Not a lot of the guys can throw that. There's times he'll shake it to 3-0. He's got that much confidence and command, which I love. Not only that, he's able to locate it just below the zone. He's able to backdoor it to lefties, dump him into righties. He's got command of the breaking ball, honestly, like nobody I've ever seen. And he's got a short little cutter slider. That's also a good pitch. And he's developing a changeup that at times has been good. So I'm excited for him. He just has to stay healthy. Okay.
There he is.
There he is. There's Roop.
What number is he wearing? 89?
Looks like 89 or 99 or something. What pitch has stood out? Birdsong has a pretty loud fastball. I haven't caught it, but hitting against it, seeing the ride and the velo and execution, it's a good pitch. And then Randy Rodriguez, he looks unbelievable. He just got to fill up the zone. He's probably got the best fastball in camp. It's the approach angle from a shorter guy and shorter release. He's throwing 97 to 100 right now and averages like 18 inches of vertical break. It's just got to be in the zone. Blake Sable, he's injured, by the way. He's
I guess growing muscle.
Abductor. So he's going to be gone for a while.
Yeah.
Landon Roop. I mean, he's good. The lefty I caught, Juan Sanchez, his changeup was really good. He's a lefty throwing 95, 96, but he's got the same arm action with the changeup. It kind of dives more down than it fades. It reminds me of Webb's. Well, maybe not quite the same because Webby is Webby. But when in doubt, call the changeup. I haven't caught him too much, but that much I already know. All right, here we go. Tom Murphy. Who stood out? Kyle Harrison for sure. Let's see. Okay, whatever. Okay, maybe it's cheating to pick him, but hey, I'm the new guy here. Everybody is new to me. So I'll go with him and Landon Roop. Landon's another one for me. First bullpen, first 15 pitches. I'm like, okay, this dude has some stuff to compete with. You see so much good stuff. It's more how he handles himself and how he uses his pitches. Kyle's fastball, I mean, it's insanely good. His commitment to it and his ability to locate up in the zone is special. To have a pitch like that in your back pocket as a starter is always nice to lean on. It's coming at you from a low slot coupled with a high target. It creates that elevator ball for him. It's super hard as a hitter to get on the plane with that pitch. And then you have to prepare for pitches at the bottom, the slider and changeup. That arsenal is super special. The slider especially, he's throwing really well right now. He'll find ways to work on the action and deaden the changeup to get a little more action on it. That can be such a hard pitch for guys to conquer, but the slider looks great. Joey Bart, who stood out. I'm sure you've heard about Roop. All the guys are talking about him. I want to see Roop. I want to see Carl Wisenhunt. Those guys want to compete. That's all that matters. They're licking their chops to get some major league hitters out there, or get major league hitters out. Roop's got good stuff. I've talked to him, and the mentality is there. You can feel his confidence, and that's important when you're on an island all by yourself. I like Birdsong too. He's a great kid, really receptive. I've enjoyed working with him in a bullpen. There's a lot more, but those are the names that stick out to me. All right, what pitch stood out? The downer curveball or slider you see from Carson Seymour. It's 90 miles an hour, and he uses it off a slider-ish pitch. But it's like a super hard curveball. It's a pitch shape that you don't see a lot. Yeah, I think he'll be throwing a lot of those. And then Mason Black for the pitching coach has really stood out for me. His first outing was okay, but I feel like he's found another gear in his 3-inning outing the other day. I've really been impressed with not only his shapes on the mound, but his mound present, his competitiveness and ability to execute. I'm really excited to see what Mason could do for us. One thing that pops up for a starter like him, who has a wide 5-pitch mix, is just when to throw it, when to throw what. I feel his approach has really streamlined, and we're starting to see that show up in his in-game performance. Both his fastballs stand out. His sinker is really good, but I've been really impressed with his ability to command his four-seam. You don't often get that with a pitcher who, with his experience, and it's like the thing is in an elevator. It keeps going and going. It's equal parts approach, angle, and vert. It's a pretty good contrast between those two fastballs down and up. Carson Seymour's breaking ball, he's got two. He's calling it a cutter, but it's more like a downer curveball, like Luke Jackson's big breaking ball, but hard, 87, 88 miles an hour. He's got a slider too, but the grip is different and gets a little bit more horizontal movement. I'm really impressed with that, and I look forward to seeing him contributing this year. Garvin Elston says Landon Roop has been the guy. First, it's the strike throwing ability. Then it's how well the ball's been moving. The curveball, the 2-seam, are 1A and 1B with him. He can pick either one at any time he wants. I'll give you another one. Carson Winston. His command with the fastball and his changeup have been very good. Hopefully, we will get an opportunity to see him sooner rather than later. Let's go with Wisenhut's changeup. It's really good. It's a miles per hour difference from his fastball. It's his command of it. He throws it to both sides of the plate, and he could throw it exactly like the fastball. The deception behind it is tremendous. Brian Price, the pitching coach. Can I list the whole group? Okay, hold on. Where is he talking about here? Birdsong, with the height and the velocity, how he's spinning the ball over the plate. He's been impressive in many ways. He seems to be a very mature guy, and Sanchez has been electric. There's a maturity level. He doesn't seem to get flustered throwing in the bullpens and the drill work and in games. He's confident with everything. He asks a really good question. He has a really good feel for what he wants to do. And Landon Roop's body of work, when you watch how he repeats his delivery and repeats pitch quality, is what stands out. It's a full package. You're going to have to scroll up, Dan. There you go. Your picture, blah, 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 blah. Okay, blah, blah. What pitch stood out? Long pause while I say Sanchez's changeup, Eric Miller's changeup, lefties, and they back it with a 95 plus velocity, and they're able to throw it with very similar arm action. Okay. Special assistant Dave Righetti. Let's see what he has to say. Spencer Bivens. And let me know what you think. Let's see. It's a note. Bivens wasn't in Major League camp when Righetti offered up his name on Monday, so Righetti's response threw me for a loop. On Tuesday, the Giants announced Bivens, who has one of the most amazing backstories you can ever hope to read from an aspiring big leaguer, was added to the non-roster invitee. He'd been in Scottsdale. Okay. What's this? Just his poison command. Spring can be tough because a lot of younger guys are still throwers and are trying to hit the middle of the plate. Spencer is a little ahead of that. I knew he'd come over, but I didn't know he'd stay. That's pretty cool. It's kind of old school. If you're good, you can't hide it forever. Okay, let's see. So he's a 29-year-old, reflecting on years, beer distribution, snow removal, painting, hanging drywall before committing himself full-time 4 years ago to playing independent ball. Okay. Let's see. I was a starter through what? We don't know where. He just has a good story, and he has, I guess, better command. Logan Webb says Mason Black. The 2 times I've watched him, you could tell he was a little nervous in the first inning. It's a little sped up, and after that, he's been nails. It's an electric fastball, and has a lot of fun to watch him work. He's an intense guy on the mound, and that's what I love to watch. Landon Roop's sinker is pretty impressive. The curveball too. But I think his sinker is amazing. It's just heavy. Everything he throws is heavy. I played catch with him one day, and it's a heavy ball. Every bullpen he's thrown has been turning heads. I think he's facing hitters soon, right? Yep, Thursday, Dodgers.
All right.
That's it.
That's it. So sounds like the Giants are going to win the World Series this year based on if they're writing an article on this, do you really think they're still going to be going after Snell or Montgomery or whoever? I do.
Think so?
Yeah. I there's just no way they're just posturing. There's no way you go in with this staff. You can go into all 30 major league camps and you can get the same write-up from
I know.
teammates.
Yep, exactly. Right.
It's like
they're not going to. Yeah, right.
Oh, my picture is talking. I forgot to put my video on. Thank you, Joe. I was eating a bar while.
I didn't know if you were busy doing something. So. Oh, the good old RX bar.
Yeah. While Eric was reading, I had my mic on mute and was able to eat my little snack. So Yeah, I mean, every team has got their guys. I mean, German Rottweiler says Matt Milkulski, the lefty. I think he's a lefty. Is going to be good. You know what? They all sound great on paper. They all sound wonderful. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
There'll probably be some that do hit.
Some will hit.
Some will hit, but the majority, I don't think will. Because if they all hit, you're talking like 6, 7 pitchers in the pipeline. When's the last time the Giants or any team had that many pitchers hit? Giants were fortunate they had 3 in starters in Kane, Lincecum, and Madbum.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 hit, and they all played at the same time. Kane was the first and a few years ahead of everybody. And then, they also hit on Brian Wilson in the bullpen and Sergio Romo, all homegrown. But there's no way that Harrison, let me name these: Harrison, Black, Wisenhunt, Roop, 4, Birdsong, 5. Who else am I missing that was in that?
That Bevins guy. I don't know who the heck he
I'm not
is.
counting him. Harrison, Black, Wisenhunt, Birdsong,
And
Roop.
That's
No,
it.
Felt like there was one more.
No, that's it. No, Tang isn't in there because he's got a, what is it? Oblique. That's what it was.
But anyway, there's no way that all 5 of those guys hit. If 3 hit, that become
okay. Real quick, out of those 5, how many of those have had experience in spring training so far, in a game?
Harrison and Black.
Harrison, Black, and Birdsong. That's it.
Oh, I guess Birdsong got an inning or 2 here or there.
Roop hasn't. Wisenhunt hasn't. So how are they going to be part of the rotation? So who's going to be in the rotation when the season starts?
That's left to be determined. Because
we got 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks left?
Yeah. Even if they add, let's say they add Snell, and you go with Webb, Snell, Harrison, and Hicks. Who's the 5th? Is it Wynn? Is it Black? Is it Wisenhunt? I mean, they were counting on Tristan Beck.
Mike. You're the one that's calling for Snell. I didn't say, what are you talking about? You're acting like I don't like the young guys. I'm talking about, are they ready to start yet, dude? Did I say did the words come out of my mouth that said that these guys suck? Did I say that? I didn't say that. I said they're not ready yet, guys. Or I should say, Mike. Come on, dude. They haven't even pitched a game in spring training. You can't expect them to come in and pitch yet.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. The ceiling could be high for these guys. But, dude, come on, man. You don't know what you're saying. You're the one that's calling for Snell. I don't hear you calling about the young guys. I hear you saying, oh, we're going to get Snell. All right.
Cliff Martinez says saw Mason Black firsthand on Saturday down here in Scottsdale. Very impressed. Throws strikes and good life on the fastball. Still think he needs some tuning. Okay. There we go. Scouting report from Cliff, who was down here last weekend and was at the game Saturday and Sunday in Goodyear when they faced off against the Guardians. Yeah. They played the Guardians. Yeah. Mike says, stop yelling.
No.
Don't you call out Eric, man. He will.
Look, if it's legit, okay, I'm good.
He'll rip you a new one.
Come on. Don't sit there and say that I've been saying this shit when I'm not. Come on. Don't put words in my mouth.
Mike says, or Brian says, Dan, you plan on going to any game soon? Yeah, I'm going Monday next week against the Royals over here on the west side of the valley, which I live on. And I will catch the next game Tuesday in Glendale against the Dodgers. I'm thinking next week, Monday and Tuesday, I get to see Chapman in one of those games. He's got to start. He's going to start playing by the end of. He might play this weekend, but if not, he's definitely playing next week.
This Thursday is going to be a good game because you're going to have the young pitchers pitching, right? Black and Roop.
They're facing Ohtani. They're facing Ohtani.
Yes, they are.
A Thursday night game. Is that game being telecast in the Bay Area?
I have no idea.
Whoa. I just looked at the chat numbers. Wow.
Yeah, how about that?
Wow. Hey, everybody, hit that like button if you would, please.
You don't sound very... No, I'm not happy, Mike. Nope, not happy. Eric, you don't believe in Farhan? No, I do not.
Yeah, smash that like button, everybody. This will help YouTube push it out to more viewers.
Absolutely.
Really does help.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it, man.
I have not seen Keith Law yet. No. I know that.
That's our Keith Law guy.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. He's over there. He's lurking in the other room right now.
Yeah, Joe, that was fun. Me and Los, we got into some wrestling talk yesterday, Dan.
Hey, I saw I was laying in bed and I was just kind of getting ready to fall asleep, trying to fall asleep, and then I says, you know what? I did a last little look at Twitter. And I says, let me check on the boys. And I see a freaking quiz out there, or a poll, I mean.
You didn't come in a chat, but you did tweet. You did.
Exactly. Tweet. I went on Twitter, and I was like, I'm just going to check on you guys. And I'm like, I'm looking at this poll, and I'm like, I was so tempted to come in, but I said and say something, but I was like, it was like, what did the poll say? Will I come on before 9:45 or 10:45? 10:40. It was about 11:15 at the time. And I'm like, I'm just laughing. And then you guys went into wrestling. And I said, that put me to sleep.
No, I bet it did. Oh, no, people are liking it, though.
Hey, man. Chat is multifaceted and has the ability to multitask. And I am not the wrestling guy, but that's okay.
Hey, Val,
Northern Lights.
You haven't fit. Oh, real quick, Val, you haven't missed MHC. I'm gonna go on tomorrow. But yeah, Northern Lights, go for it.
You are exactly right, Glenn. We're just one injury away from having no rotation at all. So true. They could. Hey, any one of those guys, Webb or Harrison, are sidelined for any period of time. This team's, I mean, you need depth. They have arms, but you're talking guys that are pretty much AA and AAA with not even a lot of experience there. Didn't Mason Black kind of fly through AA and up to AAA last year?
Yeah, he flew through, but he's got stuff. He's just got to.
Hey, you know what? Everybody's stuff looks really good in the bullpen a lot. And I'm not trying to be cynical here. I'm just saying a lot of guys have good stuff that it never translates to figuring it out. So I'm hoping they do. I mean, we've been calling for young pitching. I would love to see the Giants incorporate a couple of guys that step up. But you're going to need – here's what the Giants – I think you don't know if Alex Cobb's going to come back and return to form.
Don't know.
He's 35 years old, 36 years old. He's coming off hip surgery. There's no guarantee that he finds his stuff that he had last year and pitches like he did. If Cobb can perform like he did, if Webb can continue to perform like he has been doing the last couple of years, and if Harrison breaks through and has nasty stuff, and you also need Hicks to pitch well, or somebody that takes his place. You need, in my view, you need 4 of the 5 guys to be above average, just to be in it. So if they get any kind of pitching that keeps them in it, and then you got the 2 big ifs. If Cobb and Ray come back and return to form, we don't know if that's going to happen. But let's just say the Giants are in the race. They're contending for a spot in the playoffs. And Robbie Ray comes back, and let's say Robbie Ray comes back and gives you 10, 12 starts. Let's say his first 4 or 5 starts, it's mid. It's not that great, but then all of a sudden, after 5 starts, 6 starts, Robbie Ray starts to find his groove. And he's going into September, and the Giants are, neck and neck fighting for a wild card. And Logan Webb is dominant. Harrison's doing pretty well. And Cobb is back to form, and then Robbie Ray starts picking it up. That could propel the team into the playoffs. And if they got into the playoffs with that kind of pitching, I'm not even talking Blake Snell. I'm talking Webb, Ray, Cobb, those 3 guys. And Harrison becomes your, like the Diamondbacks. What was the guy's name? The rookie right-hander. Forgetting his name all of a sudden. Fott, Brandon Fott, yeah. If Harrison does something like that, you're really moving. But if they pick up a Snell, a Montgomery, or make a trade for somebody, then that buys them time. The one thing the Giants cannot do is break spring training camp with what they have right now.
Right.
And if they do that, there's a possibility. I'm going to pull up their schedule right now and tell you their first 7 games we know are the Padres and the Dodgers on the road. Okay.
It's going to be tough.
Then they come home, and let me pull up the schedule.
That's what I was thinking, Smitty. That was my thought process. We'll see, though.
What's he got to say?
About Giants are close to the luxury tax. No chance on Snell and Montgomery. That's my thought. I could be wrong.
They could go over, and they'll be right back down next year. And then they could trade a couple of guys and get back under. But, okay, so the Giants, 7 games, and then they come home. Their first 3 home games are the Padres, and then they got the Nationals. Remember, the Nationals really played the Giants tough last year.
They did.
And they're going to be pretty good. Then you go on the road for 6 in Florida, 3 with Tampa, 3 with Miami. Then you got 4 at home with Arizona. You got a big homestand, a 10-game home stand. You've got Arizona, the Mets, and the Pirates. And then they go on a long road trip for 10. They go to Boston, Philadelphia for 4, and then Colorado for 3. Colorado, they played well there the last few years, plus the Rockies are horrible. But let's take a look at their first opening games through April. That's 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 23, 25, 29 games in Boston in April. They ended in Boston last game of April. 29 games through April. If they go with this pitching staff as it is right now,
right,
I think they're looking at about a 11-18 record.
It's not. Look, what did they say about April? You can't win the pennant in April, but you can lose it.
Right.
11-18 is bad if that's the case. I mean, this is just a guess. We're talking about the current rotation, guys.
Right, current rotation. I think they're 11-18, 12-17 in April if they go with that staff, what they currently have. If they add a Snell or Montgomery, I don't even know if they're going to be ready to pitch much in April. But I think you're probably looking at somewhere around 15 and 14, 14 and 15, right in there. And now you're okay.
Yeah,
You
even if
don't
you
want to
come out
be
at 500, you're going to be you're still sitting good.
Yeah, you're fine. You don't want to be 11 and 18 after the first month and then be chasing uphill. And then you go into May and you're in Boston, Philadelphia, and Colorado. Then you come home for Cincinnati and the Dodgers for 3, and then Colorado for 3, then to Pittsburgh, the Mets, and then home for Philly and the Mets. So after,
3 and 27.
I don't know. I mean, I just don't think. I think this pitching staff, the way it's constructed right now, you don't want to put a bunch of pressure on Webb to have to go out and
Correct. And the same goes for Harrison as well.
Right.
It's not fair to do that, right? Now, when you're supposed to have a staff of 5 guys, you shouldn't sit there and rely on just 2 guys to carry all the weight. You shouldn't do that.
I mean, I know Webb said, "Hey, I'm going to start throwing inside, make him hit the ball to the left side with Chappie over there." And I think right now, my guess is it may end up being Ahmed, but Luciano has got to show he can hit. If Luciano,
let's talk about Luciano.
Let's say Luciano becomes the hitter that he could be, that we, the potential when we've seen him hit the ball with authority. If Luciano can hit, you have a pretty solid lineup.
Let's bring him up.
If you look at the lineup right now, it's Lee, Estrada, probably Wade, then Soler. I think in the 5 spot, it's either Chapman or Conforto. In the 6, it's either Chapman or Conforto. Wouldn't surprise me seeing stick Chapman at 6, Bailey 7, Luciano. Who am I missing? Who am I missing in the outfield? Oh, Yaz. Yeah, Yaz somewhere around probably 7. Probably Yaz 7. Luciano.
Let's take a look at
Bailey 8, Luciano 9, something like that.
And there's a lot of numbers in here, but I'm just going to take what it was for just like between like 2 teams. Okay, in 2019 when he was 17.
Who's this?
Luciano.
Okay.
From rookie ball to low A, he was batting .302, on base 417, not too bad. Look at that OPS
417. It's real good.
It's excellent, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so that's
good.
rookie ball, low A. Then in 2021, he's 19. Now he's in low A and then high A. Batting average drops to 258. On base is still okay. 344 is pretty good. OPS still has power, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see strikeouts. 122 strikeouts in 395 at bats. What is that?
122. What is it?
122 strikeouts to 395 at bats.
31%.
That's pretty high. You want it below what? 25, right?
Right.
Okay. So that was in 2021. Let's go down to here now. In 2022, he's now 20. What the heck? Why is the show back to A+ down to rookie? He went back down to rookie? Is that right? Yeah, he did.
Well, he missed this. No, he didn't miss the season.
It's 20. Look at that. So he went down. He went 269. He had 58 strikeouts to 227 at bats. I think it's a little bit better, huh?
227?
Yep.
25.5%.
So he's right around where you want to be, right? And he's 20 years old. Let's see. 2023. This is last year. AA and AAA. Batted 223.
How many combined at bats? 269?
269 at bats with 100 strikeouts.
That is 100 strikeouts?
100 strikeouts.
Yeah, 27%, 26.9.
Yeah. It's kind of rough, but he's not trending in the right direction as he's advancing. Is that a concern? I mean, granted, this is all we got to look. This is the only thing we got to look at for Luciano. We have nothing else to go on. No, this is his body of work. So I don't know if this is right now. He's still ranked, kind of high. But do you think maybe this is the time to try to trade him?
Again, I'm only trading him if I get
get something right,
really huge.
Right.
I mean, like if I get.
You got to drive a hard bargain.
If I get a C-SPAC for him or, I mean, I'm wondering if you could have had him for Corbin Burns along with somebody else, with the Giants. I think
they could have that's what I'm saying. They could have got Corbin Burns.
Yeah, I think you could have. I think you could have got
Corbin Burns with Luciano.
And Burns is a guy you could probably sign here because he's from the area and he went to St. Mary's and,
right. Though I get it. He was going to be a rental, but he's from the area. And if you never know. Gosh, I don't know.
I'm seeing some Arias in there. Yeah, I love me some Luis Arias.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I understand that. I understand about the rankings, but I'm just looking at pure numbers. The pure numbers are.
I wouldn't trade him. I wouldn't trade him because I don't think you get a ton back for him right now. And you'd have to package him with somebody to get something back of decent return. So I think you just take your chances and hope he materializes with the
fair enough.
Potentially has. Maybe you stick him down there in AAA again, let him work his way up, and
I would send him to AA. Just let him no pressure. Right? Just go work on stuff.
I don't think they go from
probably not, huh?
A major league guy they say is going to have the job and send him all the way to AA.
I think they made a mistake in pushing him up so quick, though.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I think they rushed him.
Yeah, Stephen Kwan of the Guardians, he's a good little player. See that Kwan and Bieber?
Yep.
I don't think Cleveland's getting rid of the Kwan though because he's under a lot of club control.
Now here's the thing: if the Giants do a trade, I guess it depends who they trade. Of course, the need, as we put on the thumbnail, is starting pitching. But what else? Is there what other position would you upgrade if you were to trade? If it's not a starting pitcher,
I'm not so sure that you don't need a better second baseman.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I mean, I like Estrada. I think he's solid, but I mean, I think you can be. I think the point be, I think you can get better. I think you could get better second baseman. Who's a good second baseman that might be available?
Okay. What about first base? That's a good point. I like what Fashot says.
And first base is definitely a need.
They could have got Hoskins. I don't know what happened there. He's a Sacramento kid, right? How do you not go after that guy? Remember the reports? Oh, we got into him at the very end. No, you didn't.
I'll tell you. If you want to really pump up the fan base, I'm gonna propose.
Dan's coming. Oh, here we go.
A trade here, okay?
Here we go.
You guys, here comes my trade. Just I'm working on it behind the scenes here. I just got to find who I'm gonna trade. But I'm bummed. There. Whoop. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Might help. Okay, there we go. You want to make a trade, and this. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if what the Giants are doing is showcasing some of their young starters right now.
Maybe that's possible. Yep. Good point.
I would not be a bit surprised if that is what some of the stuff they are doing. All right, so I'm going to give you a trade here.
Hey, Joshua, I see you, man. Mad Bum. I don't know. I just don't see Mad Bum coming back to San Francisco. I don't know. I see him reuniting maybe with Bochy in Texas. Yeah, you're right. Hoskins isn't the greatest defender at first, but man, his bat. He's got a solid bat, right? Seems like everyone else is, happy getting veterans at the corners. Why not? If you're happy with Chapman at third, you should be happy with Hoskins at first, I would think. A left-handed hitting infielder. That's what Dances says. So you're talking Arias.
Yeah. Give me some Arias.
Good point, Hepatitis. Yep. Bats don't want to go to San Francisco unless they're overpaid.
All right, here is your trade, guys.
Oh, he wants a Hoskins and Lamont. Wait, I'll bring that up. But go ahead, do your thing. I'm gonna bring up the stat.
Here is your big trade, guys. Does anybody guess the trade? Give me a drum roll.
You want a drum roll? Hold on. Here we go.
Does anybody guess my trade?
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Here it goes.
There it is.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
What do you guys think?
That. I'm guessing you're going to put him at first base.
Yeah, that was the issue.
Yeah.
First base. Flores goes back to New York. The key for they get JD Davis back.
I kind of like that one.
And they get Mason Black, the guy that everybody's talking about as
gotcha.
Don't be surprised if the Giants are showcasing and talking these young guys up, because I'm telling you, these are the guys that are being and you can substitute if you want to substitute Black for Roop, you can do that, because Roop came in at only 3.2. So Black is, what's Black? 5 point. What is he up there?
What was he? Hold on, let me look.
He's 5.2.
5.2.
Okay. Roop is only at 3.2. Wisenhunt is at 5.7. The Mets going to want a starting pitcher.
Correct.
And they might want two. You might not, they may not want JD Davis or Wilmer Flores. Morcatina, throw Slater and Yaz to sweeten the deal. I would do that too. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think
Heckmo, you weren't here in the beginning. We're talking about if we're trading someone other than a starting pitcher. That's what we're talking about. We're not saying this is a need. I asked the question to Dan. If we were to trade for someone other than a starting pitcher, who would you try to get? That's where we're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, you want to make the Giants a World Series contender? You go get a Pete Alonso.
So you sign a Snell and trade for an Alonso.
There you go. Now you're talking. Now you're working. Yeah, you're cooking with some gas there. Now you got bashers. You got Soler and Alonso, two bona fide mashers, and Chapman, who's got some pop. You know, Matt Chapman, they said, was second in all of baseball last year with exit velocity. Interesting. Behind only Aaron Judge. Interesting. There was an big article on him by Grant Brisbee. I think it was Brisbee today in The Athletic. Yes, it would put him way over the tax threshold. But if they're going to sign Snell, why not try to do that? If they're going to sign Snell, you might as well try to do this trade as well. Yeah,
Now,
Mark Gray says for a 1-year guy. Yeah, it's a 1-year guy, but you got to look at JD Davis is on his last year. He's going to be a free agent next year. Flores is signed for 2 years, but are you really giving up? I mean, the guy you're giving up, the key to the deal probably for the Mets would be the pitcher. If Mason Black, hey, the last time the Giants traded for a first baseman to the Mets and gave up a pitcher, it didn't go too well
no, it didn't.
for the Giants, but it went pretty darn well for the Mets. Remember
Yeah.
Carlos Beltran for Zach Wheeler?
Wheeler, yep.
I mean, what happens if Black is some guy that becomes
A Wheeler.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
see his extension? Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, 3 years for
Wow,
42 million,
126,
126, 42 AAV.
Woo.
Hey, by the way, guys, 220. Can we play that thing, that GoFundMe from my Twitter?
Yeah, we could do that. I just play it from our YouTube.
Is it on my YouTube? But the GoFundMe's not on there, though.
Doesn't matter. Do you just play the video, right?
Yeah, but I want to show the GoFundMe to the chat.
Alrighty.
Should I do it from our Twitter?
Hold on 1 second. Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah, actually, here, let me do that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Just stand by 1 second, guys. I'm getting it right now.
Well, how are you pulling it up from the?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, guys. I want you to. We'll read the.
I'll read it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll read the. My brother put this up on GoFundMe today. We'll read the story here. So this is from my brother. This is a story of someone he knows pretty well from the fires in Maui back last year, the end of last year. So my brother started this fundraiser. We've got two donate. How many we got? You got $45 right now raised.
Yeah.
The 15,000. You can see there that myself and Eric that's Michelle, his wife. Eric and I have already contributed. So raise the story. Okay, this story in 1977 this is my brother writing, his first year coaching basketball. I was a basketball assistant at Hawaii Community College. John Francis, who's in this story in the video you're about to see, was a member of that team. And through the years, I have maintained contact with John. John loves basketball, and he and his wife, Lisa, have for years volunteered at the Maui Classic there in Hawaii every year with the top basketball teams.
Mm-hmm.
The video attached was shown in November of 23 during halftime of the Maui Classic, which was aired on ESPN. John and Lisa lost their home and personal belongings as well as John's business. Lisa works for the Bank of Hawaii and has since been transferred to Kahana branch. Myself and my wife, Glenda, recently traveled to Maui to spend time with John and Lisa. I feel that it is important to do what I can to help John and Lisa in their time of need. Thank you for your consideration. So, guys, watch this, and if you feel so led, please contribute.
Absolutely. Here we go.
All right. There you
right.
go, guys. I don't know. Do we have a link to that or?
Yeah. Let me see. Maybe I could do the link. We'll see.
Are we able to put that whole thing in the chat?
I'll try. We might be able to.
If not, guys, what is the?
All you got to do is go to FundMe and search for John and Lisa Francis, and it should pop up.
Oh yeah, GoFundMe, John and Lisa Francis. I've never actually. We have the link on my Twitter. I put it out today. Let me just see. GoFund.
There it is. It's up there.
So what do? Just go into the search little bar and
Yeah, the little search portion, just type in John and Lisa Francis and it should pop up.
John and Lisa. There it is. Yeah. Pops right up. There it is.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Perfect.
So you can, yeah, there it is right there.
Yep.
So, yeah, if you could, hey, even rather than donate to us a super chat, just go in there and, you know, if you want to, hey, anything helps, guys. $5, you know, anything, you know. Somebody asked, Dan, do you play any golf by chance? I do, Brian. I do.
Awesome, Mark. Thank you.
All right, there we go, guys. Way to go. Way to go, NorCal Sports Network.
That's awesome.
This is a good group, man. We got a good group of people in this chat. You know, I was thinking tonight, Eric, as I was riding my bike, I take my dog on a bike ride and he loves to run. It's funniest thing. I got a video of this sometime, but I'll say, get him, go get him, get him. And you think he's going down down the, you know, the stretch drive of the Kentucky Derby. He just turns it on and I'm pedaling as fast as I can. And he's ahead of me. And I'm just like, and I'm afraid, man, I'm like, I got to stay up with him because if he cuts in front of me.
Oh yeah. You're going over.
I'm going over. Yeah. So I'm really watching it. And because when I say, get him. And then there's people walking in the neighborhoods. I'm thinking he's going to, you know, he starts, he's whining and going out. But anyway, as I was riding tonight, I got to thinking, I was thinking about, you know, the chat and the Giants. And I says, wouldn't it be great?
Mark, don't whip your dog.
Dan going to have a bike accident. I hope not. I've had one before with him. But that was when he was off the leash and he came running right in front of me. I went, but I was thinking, wouldn't it be great if we got like 300 to 500 people and we met up at a Giants game some night, and they put us on the scoreboard in the section, NorCal Sports Network.
Oh man, they would never do that.
Everybody, you know, like
it would be, we get booed probably. Who knows?
NorCal Sports Network is here tonight. It's NorCal Sports. Hey, how about if we get enough money put together that they take our money? Everybody, we get 300 people to show up and everybody puts in what? $10? What is that? $3,000?
Yeah.
They put us up on the scoreboard. Sponsored by NorCal Sports Network. And they pan us in the crowd. And everybody flips the bird, right? No.
Oh man, they probably won't even let us in the building.
Farhan would order, hey, kick me out. But seriously, we could make it. We could do a fun event at a ball game. What's a good month? June, May, June. When's everybody?
Probably when kids are out of school, it'd be better.
When do kids get out of school in California? Is it still
mid-June? It's anywhere between mid-June and end of June, somewhere.
When do you guys start school in California?
I think they usually start in August, middle of August, somewhere in there.
Jim
Everett, October.
Yeah.
Funny guy.
Hey, you know what? We got a guy I want to acknowledge here. Is he in the chat? Jared? Let me see. Hold on here.
Who's that?
Jared. I think let me just pull this up here.
I got a special song for all those who donate. Oh yeah, Mark Graves. Here you go, Mark.
All right.
Way to go, Mark. Way to go,
Hey,
Mark.
Mark Graves, $25. Thank you, Mark. And Jared Hadani. I'm not sure if he's in our chat.
Is he? Jared, you out there?
Jared Hadani just
Oh,
donated.
there he is.
Where is he?
Up? J Money right here.
Where? Put it up. Okay.
All right. Thanks, J Money.
Hey, yeah, thank you. $50.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, we got to hear this music all night.
Yeah. Way to go, J
Oh,
Money.
no, this is
Awesome.
Jared. This one.
No, never.
I put the wrong Jared
The
up.
wrong Jared. Okay.
Hey, well, the other Jared. Top
Jared,
him.
Here we go.
Get some better music than that. All right. I'm gonna pull up some old music if it's still.
Oh, careful.
Hopefully, it's okay. Let's see.
There's not a whole lot left. Had to
Did
get
we
rid of a
take
lot
it
of
out?
that stuff. Way to go, Jared. Appreciate that, man.
Rocket, we can't use anymore, huh?
Nope.
How about the bad chili? No. How about winning elevation?
I don't know, man. We
We don't want to get demonetized, right?
How about this one? What's this one say? There we go. You're right, Jim.
That first one, you mean? That one?
Yeah. There we go. I like that. Let's go, Jared. All right.
Wow. Hey, good job, chat, man.
Awesome.
Hey, I wonder how many we got in here. We got 196.
196.
Just think if everybody put in just $2 or $3. That'd be like $500.
Yeah, it would be. Absolutely.
Everybody, you can afford $2 or $3 just to help out somebody who lost everything. That would be really
Exactly.
cool. That would be really, but no pressure. I'm not going to pressure
Yeah,
anybody.
no pressure. No pressure.
It's all your guys. Everybody's got different situation going on. So
Wait, who was it? I think it was who was it out there that wanted to see Lamont Wade Jr. versus Reese Hoskins? I mean, it's kind of
Stathead.
yeah. Someone wanted to see that. Granted, don't forget Reese Hoskins is already gone, so it really doesn't matter. But this is what we could have had at first base.
Ooh, is this just the last year or
Career.
3 years? I mean,
Career.
Wow.
Batting
Lamar
average
Wade's
is not the same.
OPS plus isn't too bad.
Yeah, his OPS plus is not bad. Not at all.
Wow. Late night Lamont. Good job, buddy.
So yeah, there you go.
I'd rather have Wade in right field, like somebody just said, Eric Marshall, than wouldn't you rather put Yaz and Wade up?
Oh, you want to? Oh, ooh, this should be interesting. Hold on 1 second.
I mean, why not stick, if you're going to keep JD Davis, if you don't trade him, stick him at first base and put Wade in right field. If you're not going to play Matos, if you're going to platoon Matos and Yaz, why not trade off of Yaz? Let's see what this is like. I know Yaz is the better defender.
Yeah, and I think that's why his WAR is better. There you
Oh,
go. Yaz is on the right and Wade's on the left.
interesting. So Yaz is definitely wow. Their batting averages are identical. Look at that.
Yeah, they are.
Um, huh.
They're kind of the same except for the defense, right?
Yeah, I mean defense is important.
It
Defense is
is. Oh,
important.
no doubt about it. Yeah, defense is important.
Defense is definitely important. And you know, if they end up going with Yaz and I mean not yet Chapman and Ahmed over in the left side, you know, Ahmed's not going to hit much, but it's going to be a darn good infield, you know. And how many errors did we see last year? A comedy of errors, right?
A whole bunch.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, I just believe that the Giants are let me take that down there and pop that up. Let's give there we go. Oh yeah. Woo. These glasses are a little it's the light. Okay.
It's the light.
Yeah. You know, I got the new ones now. I almost bought some big ones just to do it instead. I could hold on. Hey everybody, Farhan is back.
Let's not do that again. Goodness gracious.
Farhan. Okay. Look, check these out. These are just readers. They got white on the sides.
Yeah.
Huh?
There you go. Look at that.
Match my hat. White, black, black, white. White. Yeah. Okay, so I think I do. Getting back to this pitching, I think the Giants definitely are going to sign another pitcher. They're not going into this season with the pitching staff as it is. There's just if they do, I just don't see it, Eric. Why would you go out?
I don't see it either. But I'm saying that it's gonna be young guys. They keep saying it over and over. Granted, it's hard to believe.
I think it's posturing. I think the idea of Snell, I mean that's Snell. I get Black and Roop and getting these guys some exposure. Why do you think they're pitching Roop against the Dodgers?
Yeah, good point. To show what he could do against the top tier. Did you see, Eric? We will sign a starting pitcher by Mike. How come you don't like the young pitchers? You don't like the young pitchers. Why are you saying the young pitchers suck? Come on, Mike.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he the one that was?
What? Yeah. Why? Come on, Mike. Why are you saying the young pitchers suck? You don't have any faith in the young pitchers? Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Where you at, Mike? You don't trust in the young pitchers? Why do you hate Farhan? How come you hate Farhan? He signs those young pitchers.
You don't like them, Eric.
Come on. You don't like those young pitchers, man. You want to keep signing Snell. You keep talking about Snell. You don't like the young pitchers, Mike. Why do you hate Farhan so much?
He likes Kyle. Will be.
No, you don't.
You're getting on the top rope. Joe Schmo says, get a little louder.
Oh, man.
Senior, you wouldn't trade one of the young pitchers? Remember my trade?
Trade one. You can't. All of them can't be up there, right?
No, you're not. There's not room for all of them anyway.
I asked that question. Remember, I said you can't use all of the starting pitchers, so use one of them for a trade.
Look at that. There it is, guys.
There it is.
Pete Alonso, Mason Black, Flores, and Davis. I can mix it up a little bit, guys. Here, I will take off. How about if I take off Flores? Let me take off Wilmer. Hold on. Come on, Wilmer. Oh, we got to go back to page 1. Wilmer made it onto page 1. That's bad when Wilmer makes it onto page 1 because page 1 goes all the way to 5. Wilmer Flores is, I mean, wow. All right, so let's wait a minute. I don't know how to take that off. Oh, maybe did I take it off?
No.
No.
Oh, you missed
Oh,
it
right here.
again. I accidentally, it is funny, and this is a total slip up. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was talking about would you trade Slater and Yaz to go try to get a starting pitcher. But instead of saying Slater and Yaz, I came out with Slaz.
I love it. Slaz.
I didn't even mean to say that. I was trying to say
that's an awesome term. That could be a
pretty
t-shirt.
good. That's
Trade
close.
Slaz. You know what? Trade Slaz for a shirt with picture of Slater and Yaz on the on the back or on the front. You know, just trade Slaz. I love that. That is so cool. Trade Slaz. It almost sounds like a Slurpee or something.
Slaz. Yeah,
right.
Los was here when I said it.
Here's another deal. Mets want to get younger. Here's a deal. How about, hate to do it, but he's not in the Giants. How's that for a trade instead of Wilmer?
Oh, Von Brown.
Up and comer. Pete Alonso. I mean, you could put Ramos in the deal or whatever, but I think JD Davis going back to the Mets, they might be able to sign him. You know, he played there. Who's the Mets third baseman right now?
Isn't it that the rookie last year? The hell's his name? He's supposed to be a masher. Oh my God, I can't remember. How about Chat, third baseman? I think it was his rookie year last year for the Mets. Gosh, I can't remember his damn name. Someone's probably Googling it right now.
Hubie Brooks.
Hubie Brooks, no.
David Wright.
Nope. There it is. Thanks, Los. Brett Batty.
Oh, Batty, yeah. He's not that good,
That's
though,
what it is.
isn't he? What?
I don't know. It was his first year last year, so.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would think Dances with Toad says they're not trading big meat Pete.
Well, they probably aren't, to be honest with you. I mean, I
people,
like the idea, but I don't.
Some people think they should because they're they kind of think, you know, he's going to go into free agency next year unless they can sign him to a deal. I mean, he's
maybe they hammer out an extension before the season starts.
Yeah, maybe they do. Oh yeah. Lowe says, "Watch out for this guy, Junior Caminero."
Caminero, third baseman.
Yeah. I'm going to play with this trade machine here, and I'm going to come up with another trade. What is the Giant? Give me a need for the Giants, chat.
Another need other than starting pitching, because we kind of already went over that, right? Or starting pitching? Go for it. Who cares? Go for starting pitching.
What starting pitcher is available?
Who do you think would be available? I don't know. Who would be available this time of the season? Really, right?
And pitchers are getting hurt left and right.
Yes,
right now.
They are.
So people are. I don't know who is available out there.
Shortstop. Ooh, yeah. Mike says Shane Bieber.
With Cleveland? Who's he with? Cleveland?
Cleveland. Isn't he kind of suspect?
What
about who was that guy we were looking at? Luzardo, right?
I don't think he's going anywhere. You know what? I know what I got to do. This tells you, where was it? Oh, the availability. Availability says medium for Logan Webb. That's interesting. I wonder if Joey Bart, he's got to be high. That better be, when I get to Joey Bart, it better say high.
And that's why they're playing Bart, right? To get him out there to other teams to look at.
I mean, Joey Bart has got to be on the high end, right? Yep, Joey Bart, high. All right, so let me go through here and look at some high guys.
What is its value, Bart?
0.5. Let's see if the Mets have any high, medium, rare, medium, well done. No, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking for some highs.
Yes, Jarhead. What I'm afraid of is it's the latter. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of it's the latter. I hope not, but we'll see. Manoah, Alex Manoah from the Blue Jays.
Pete Alonso is listed as low. All right, I got it. I got a new thing here. Let's check. Give me a team, guys. Let's start with we'll just go alphabetical. Let's see with the Astros, and we'll just select availability. High, or let's do very high. No, let's do high. Anybody high?
Yes,
No.
Grant. Cleveland does love to do that. I'm surprised Bieber hasn't moved already.
Okay, nobody on. Well, this isn't working.
Yes, they do love training with the Mariners. Yep. They get over on the Giants quite often, don't they? What's up, 49er Media?
Why is this availability high? Why is it not showing? Come on. I just saw that Joey Bart was high. The availability, I mean, his availability. All right, that's not working very good. All right, I gotta players, teams, trade boards. Carry on, Eric, while I look up some trades.
Okie dokie. What do we got out here? Trade Farhan for 20 laptops. It's pretty good, Lowe's.
For 20 what?
20 laptops.
Oh, laptops. I thought you said lap.
Okay, Mike, why does Bart have to have some trade value? Okay, he's got little trade value, but tell me, do you expect to get a lot for him, or do you not expect to get too much?
You're not going to get much.
You're not going to get much. If you package him with someone, that helps, but I don't think he's going to bring much back.
You got to pretty much use this analyzer. It is pretty close.
Yeah, package him exactly. That's what I would do. Absolutely. What do we got out here? Bart with no options has no value. That's a good point. Dances. Yep. That's a good point because whoever gets him, he has to be on the big league roster, right?
Yep, he does. He has to be on the 40. He has to be on the 40.
He has to be on the 40.
No, he has to be on the big league.
I thought he had to be on. There's no options.
Yeah, he's got to be on a big league team.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to have to DFA him. Yep, Grant. I bet you they just DFA him. Who's going to trade him and put him on their 26 man right now? Maybe as a backup. But I think it's probably leaning towards a DFA since you have to be on a big league roster. No one's going to want to trade anyone with value, right? And again, unless he's packaged.
He's going to have to be part of a package. That's why I think you put him in a package with JD Davis.
Great point, Dances. Nice.
All right. Why am I not? I haven't been able to figure this out without. I was hoping that I could do.
Yeah, Ben, he actually has been playing decent in the spring. Bart has been playing pretty well.
Wow, they've got Robbie Ray on here as high availability in a trade for a trade. Interesting.
So
All
who
right.
would you package? I don't know, Mike. It's kind of, to be honest with you, I don't know who you would package. I guess it all depends on who you're trying to trade for. Manguia, he's one of those spring training stories, right? He's not going to make the club. I don't think so. I don't think. Maybe, who knew? But I don't see it.
Let's see. Blue Jays.
Kruger says Edward Cabrera from Miami is out of options.
Oh, Craig Biggio, second baseman.
You don't think the Blue Jays are going to get rid of him, right?
Nah,
no, Biggio's actually kind of
dookie.
Yeah, never mind.
He's high. I'm looking for the guys that have high value, that are likelihood the availability. That okay. Let's check the.
Okay, real quick while you're doing that, Dan. Here's a question I want to ask you, because someone's asking, what would your deal for Snell be? MFG is asking. Now, the reason why I'm asking this question is, do they have to trade someone, or do you think they just give them the money and go over on the tax?
Oh, you can go over. What I would do is I would give Blake Snell a 2-year deal worth like $65 million with an opt-out after year 1. Then come back. So he makes $32.5 million a year.
Jim, you're reading my mind, man. You're reading my mind. But interesting. Now, do you think that extension that Wheeler got is going to play a factor in AAV?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, right. So the Phillies just screwed it up again.
Yeah, I mean,
because the money was coming down, but now the AAV just went through the roof again, because Boris is going to sell the Cy Young.
The Phillies wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't it be a great move if the Phillies did that, knowing that it was going to mark up the price for everybody else, and then they come in and everybody else is like, I'm not going that high. I'm not going over 32, 33. And the Phillies come in for a 1-year deal for like 35, 40 million for Snell.
Oh, I could see Middleton doing that.
Of course.
I could see Middleton doing that.
Of course.
My God. The Phillies would be so nasty.
That's exactly what you do. That's what you do, is you be kind of creative. So
if they're willing to blow over, they were over last year, right?
Cardinals. How do you guys think of Dylan Carlson out there in the out?
Do we need another outfielder? That's
no, not really, but he's available.
I don't. Who cares? We need a need
better than Yaz.
Yeah, but we got young guys that need to come out there. We need Matos out there.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the Cardinals. Let's check the Cubs. Who do they got available on? Nothing high on the Cubs. We're going to come up with a deal, guys, tonight. We're not going to trade with the Diamondbacks or Dodgers. How about the Guardians? Ramon Laureano. No, we don't need him.
No. Need a first baseman, Lowe says. We had one out there with Hoskins, but okay, that ship has sailed. What other first? Well,
Mariners. We're always trading with them. Nope. Nobody of. I probably should be going to medium instead of high, but I think high is more likely, right? Availability. Let's go to the Marlins. Those are.
Ooh, I don't see the Mariners getting rid of or trading Gilbert. That's an upcoming starting pitcher for them. No way.
They don't have.
Who has a bigger window, Dodgers or Phillies? Ooh, that's a good question. They might be about the same. Maybe an edge to the Dodgers because maybe. I don't know. I think it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
Wow. When you look at medium availability, the half the team on the Marlins is half the
Okay, Turd is saying, how about Edward Cabrera?
He is available as medium. Edward Cabrera, starting pitcher, 19.6. That is going to get you. That's gonna cost you some bucks, but it could be done. It could be
But it
done.
can be done.
Yeah, 19.6. Let's play with that.
What's his? Let me take a look at his stuff here.
All right, we're gonna trade Edward
Everett.
Cabrera.
Everett.
Let's see what they. Where'd you go, Cabrera? Edward. We're gonna trade a value matcher. Oh, that's a premium feature. Sorry, I'll find my own value. Me no pay for nothing.
Let's see what this guy has done.
All right. So now we've got Cabrera going to the Giants.
Last year, 7-7, but I don't care about the win-loss, to be honest with you. Let's see where else we got here. Hold on. What's his projection? His projection is to go 8-7. With a 4 ERA, 115 innings pitched. How many innings did he pitch last year? 99. Damn, this guy doesn't pitch very many innings, man.
Who's that?
Cabrera. 99 innings last year, 71 the year before, and 26. I guess that would be his rookie year.
99?
99.
All right, I'm finding another pitcher.
Yeah.
All right. Scratch that deal.
Pass.
Scratch that deal.
If we're going to trade for someone, we got to get someone. Come on.
Come on. Give me.
Lorenzen? Oh, he's not that good. I said Clevenger, but everyone says no on Clevenger. So Clevenger is a pretty damn good starting pitcher. And you could probably get him for pretty cheap and not have to trade nobody. But whatever. Whatever.
All right. I am going to select. Let's see. We went to the Marlins. The Mets. Let's see what the Mets have for availability for high. Nobody I've heard of. All right. Beatty's available. See, there's just not a lot of pitching available. That's the problem. That is.
Yeah, we heard about Giolito. That's rough. Red Sox. That means it's going to be. They're going to be in the hunt for a starting pitcher as well.
If they care, their last place team, does a starting pitcher get them out of last place?
Yeah, good point.
I don't think so.
Good point.
I mean, why would you spend $20 plus $30 million on a Montgomery or Snell? You're still going to finish in last place.
It's pretty funny how you say that, because did you notice in that article they're trying to play off? Oh, we don't want to act like it's an emergency because it pushes up the value, and
right.
They're acting like the young is, we're fine with the young guys. So maybe you are right. Maybe there is some posturing going on.
Oh, there's definitely posturing going on out there. I'm just looking here at any starting pitching to see what is available out there. Just not anything that I'm seeing. I'm going through every team. After the Nationals, Orioles are not going to make a trade. Orioles aren't giving up any pitching. Padres, Phillies aren't giving up any pitching, right?
Nope, they're adding pitching.
Pirates probably are not giving up any pitching. Rangers are not giving up any pitching. With the Rays or Reds?
Hey, Mike, Atlanta tried to trade for Dylan Cease, and they said that the White Sox asking price was just way too much. They were willing to give up, I think, 3 or 4 players, and White Sox wanted more. Yeah, something like that. The White Sox aren't serious about trading Dylan Cease.
I don't see I'm going through all these teams, and I mean, I got down to the Royals thinking, well, maybe There's Royals.
Howard says, I totally disagree on trading Bart. He got shafted by Kapler. I would agree. And I think he should be given every opportunity to compete and win the starting catcher job. I don't see it happening, though. Howard, they're not going to move off of Bailey, and they already signed Tom Murphy to a contract. The catching positions are full. They're not going to carry 3 catchers. It's not happening.
Pull up Kenta Maeda. Just curious, how many innings did he pitch last year, and how did he do?
Wasn't he injured?
I
thought he was injured last year.
But he's probably available from the Twins. He could be
last year?
He could be a 5th starter.
Oh, it's 22. He was gone the whole year. Last year he pitched 104. The 423.
What did he pitch in 21?
21, he had 106 pitches or innings pitched with a 4.66 ERA. The guy's 30. He's 35 years old.
I would think you'd get 4.66 out of one of your rookies.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it doesn't. You really have to.
Last year, yeah.
You could see pitching's a problem throughout the whole game.
Correct.
So, the Giants have an opportunity to go get a starter. I mean, heck, I'd just do Snell for 1 year if he took it for 35 million, be done with it.
Mike says, tell me what starting pitcher would keep them under the luxury tax? You're not going to like it. Clevenger. I think you could get him under the.
What do they got, 10 million?
Yep.
They'd have to move off somebody, which is easy to do. You trade JD Davis, you got 7 million.
Yep.
So I think Davis is gone. Good is gone. I mean, let's logically think this out. Unless there's an injury, where is JD Davis going to play? Matt Chapman, there was an article saying that he doesn't think him signing is going to take away any JD's at bats.
How?
Where's he going to play?
How that doesn't even make sense.
Is he going to play behind?
Was he going to play shortstop?
Is he going to play on his shoulders? I mean, where are you going to put him? You can put him at first base occasionally. I mean, but then you're going to sit. Then Flores has got to go, or Wade's got to go. You could put him at DH occasionally, but you got Soler, who's. I mean, I guess if you want to keep JD Davis for the idea that a Soler goes down, which is very possible.
Just going to be a bench player then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
a $7 million bench player. Well, I guess
that does it for Tyler Fitzgerald.
Yeah. Forget Tyler Fitzgerald. That's.
I mean, you can't have JD Davis and Wilmer Flores.
No.
2 guys that are both pretty. I mean, one's slow and one's slower. I mean, Davis isn't. He's not. Davis is fairly slow. He's not. He doesn't move fast, but Wilmer doesn't move at all. You don't want Soler out there in the outfield. That's when injuries start to happen. Mike says that. Yeah, I mean, I think they're trading Davis. I just don't see how JD Davis is on this roster come opening day. I think, imagine if you did trade Davis and Yaz. That's $15 million. $15 million. Now you're all of a sudden, instead of 10 million under, you're 25 million under. And now you're just a trade away. How about Slater? 4 million. What do you need Slater for? You got Matos.
Yep.
And then you got Wade that can play outfield. Wade can take Yaz's position. Matos would be the regular right fielder. What is Patrick Sandoval? That's another pitcher there. Let's check Patrick Sandoval. All right. I will check that, Grand Admiral.
Why isn't this damn thing working?
Team 1. Angels. Oh, wow. Dang. They don't have enough to get Sandoval. How is Sandoval's? Look at that. He's got a 37.3 value. And look at that, Eric. Patrick Sandoval.
See?
He's the most valuable
Wow.
angel. Is that
Ain't
right?
gonna trade him, right?
Wait a minute. Let me make sure. Oh, this is just the medium. Okay. Let me just get off of, let's go to all. Reed Detmers. Patrick Sandoval is the second most valuable, even more so than Logan O'Hoppe, their young catcher. Patrick Sandoval. Okay, if you want to trade for Sandoval, but the Angels don't have any pitching. But let's see if we can do this. Angels get young. Let's try this. You want to try and do this? This is what it's going to take.
Why is this not doing it right? What the hell's going on?
This is what it's going to take to get Sandoval out of the Angels. Okay, so we are going to trade. Are you guys watching this right now? Okay. You can see what I'm doing.
I'm trying to figure this out.
I'm trading Patrick Sandoval to the Giants. And I'm going to go over to the Giants. I'm going to select the surplus. Okay, so the most valuable, we saw Sandoval right up here sitting at 37.3. How are we going to come up with 37.3, guys? We got Logan Webb, not going to trade him. Duvall, no. Wow. Too bad JD Davis couldn't play a really good second base. You could move him there and trade Estrada, who has value. All right, guys, here we go with the trade. Patrick Sandoval. What do the Angels need besides everything? All right, we're going to trade Yaz, who has no value. Wait a minute. Oh, I want all positions, all levels. Where's Luciano?
Good question. I'll be right back.
He was at 17 up here the other day. What the heck happened to so long? All right, guys. You know what? I think I screwed this thing up because, oh, I got to get all. There we go. Luciano. There he is. All right. Let me go back to the Angels. Still Sandoval. Okay. All right. So so far we got Yaz in the deal at 5.8. You're going to have to trade to get up to 37. Sorry to say this, but you're going to have to move off of Matos or Luciano. What do you guys think? I'm going to do in the chat. Eric's gone right now, so I can't do a poll. Everybody just throw in real quick, Luciano or Matos. I'm seeing Mike S says Luciano. Give me 7, 8 more. Luciano. Gilbert says Luciano. Jim Thurkill says Luciano. All right, looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Lucy Senior says, all right, we're going to move off Luciano. All right, the chat's
Find Luciano.
Well, I couldn't do a poll with you there, so just did a quick one. So we got to move off of Luciano. So let me go back here and move Luciano.
Man, I got a 222 in the chat, guys. Appreciate the support.
All right.
Make sure you hit that like.
And Luciano is going to the Angels. We're still going to need more for Sandoval, guys. We need another 10 points or 9. All right. They're going to want a pitcher. Angels need pitching. They're going to want pitching. I think you're going to have to give up 2 pitchers to do that. I'm going to trade Mason Black to the Angels. And I bet you they would love Blake Sable being from Orange County. But how about let me see if I got another young pitcher in the system here. You know what? I'm throwing in Slater. Just we need the salary dump. All right, and I'm gonna go with Matt Michalewski. He's 24. Bednar's not doing anything. Nick Sweeney, 24. Birdsong, Roop. Okay, I think it's going to be. How about, let's see if this works. Angels. All right, there we go. There's your trade. Mike Yastrzemski, Marco Luciano, Mason Black, Austin Slater, and Matt Michalewski. So that gets rid of 1, 2, 3 guys off of the 40-man roster. You add Sandoval. And there you go. That's something like that.
Hey, Dan, I'm going to play something. Never mind. You're still doing that. Never mind.
Oh, go ahead. I'm done.
You done? Check this out.
I got to get me some
This
water.
is only going to be like 5 seconds. I think we should be okay.
What do we got?
Pittsburgh missed this guy last year.
No sound?
Yeah, I'll play just for a couple of seconds. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh, you talked over the best part.
Oh, I was.
Hold on one second.
That was a longer. The crack.
That's all I wanted to do. Oh, did you hear that?
The crack of the bat?
Oh, O'Neal Cruz, man. They missed him last year.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll be right back. Dan, that is a deal the Angels would never make, Matthew says. Probably not. That's what I'm saying. The Giants don't have what it takes. They don't have enough in their system to go out and get a big starting pitcher. That's why you needed to get Burns, because his value was a lot lower.
They could have got him because remember, Baltimore did not give up a lot.
Eric, pull up something 2025 free agent pitchers, starting pitchers. We'll take a look at some of those pitchers and see who might be available for cheaper. I'll be right back.
All righty. Then there was silence. Just give me a minute here, guys. What do we got here? Ooh, boy. All right, we'll get into that here once Dan gets back. What do you got out there, guys? What's the deal now? Do we show video clips? Well, they'll shut us down. Well, not shut us down, but we'll get demonetized, and then sometimes if you play long enough, they'll stop your live stream. Greinke and Syndergaard. Eflin, huh? Let me take a look at him. What's his damn first name? What's his first name? I don't know his first name. Give me his first name so I can. It's easier to do this. It's easier to do the search. Cueto and Mad Bum. I don't think Mad Bum's going to come to San Francisco. I could be wrong. But I think maybe he goes to Texas, maybe, right? Hook up with Bochy again. Zach, that's what it is. Thank you. Let's see what he's got here. His projection is decent. It's okay. I could bring that up when Nagas. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, he's an innings eater. I guess at least he'll give you. Let's see. Last year, pitched 177 innings. The year before, though, 75. I don't know if he was coming off. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I don't know if he's coming off injury. 21, he pitched 105. 2019, he pitched 163, but it was nice. He pitched 177 innings. Had a 3.5 ERA. It's pretty good. Yeah. Talking about trading for Zach Eflin. He had a decent year in Tampa Bay last year.
Oh, is he a free agent?
I don't think he is. But here, you want the list for free agency?
Yeah. I want to take a look.
Here we go.
Did Pablo play today, Sandoval?
I can't remember if he did.
Okay, Wheeler's off. Max Fried, they're not going to
Corbin
get.
Burns, Max Fried, Walker Buehler. Who cares about Max Scherzer? But here we go. By the numbers. Corbin Burns.
Okay, not going to. Yeah.
Max Fried.
None of those guys are going to be available.
Max Fried?
For a trade this year?
Oh, whoa. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought you were just talking about for Nick. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to see who might be available to a team that might trade. So none of those guys. What else we got on the list?
That's just the top.
Just all of MLB. I'm trying to find a pitcher that might be available because they're not going to re-sign them, and they're probably not going to go anywhere.
Put starting pitchers. Let's see what we got here. Update. Let me share the screen. Still got 220 in the chat. Awesome, guys. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. Here we go. At Scherzer, Garrett Cole. Well, opt out. But you're talking about for trading, right? Is that what you're talking about, Dan? Dan, are you there?
I had it on mute. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, just for trade. Corbin could probably be had for pretty cheap.
Oh, God, man. Robbie Ray?
Because he can opt out.
Charlie Morton?
Who's he with? Is he with Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Okay. Giolito's hurt.
Frankie Montas signed. Wait, no, he didn't. I forgot it's a mutual.
Okay, Waka. Didn't he sign with KC though? But he might.
Yep.
Okay.
They're not going to trade this year though.
They might. They pick up a guy. Yeah, that's when you pick a guy up like that. They're going nowhere. Kansas City? You kidding?
Corbin Burns? Nope. Later, where did he go? Oh, he went to Detroit, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a guy. Bieber.
Sean Manaea. Oh, did you see the way he looks now? You can't even tell who he is anymore.
What do you do? Cut his hair?
And his beard. Looks totally different.
What's he look like? A big Samoan?
He looked like a big Samoan even with hair.
I know, but you know how the Samoans have those big cheeks, in the wrestlers. They're they kind of got their eyes are a little bit closed a little bit, not real.
Trying to see.
I want to see what he looks like.
I'll find it.
I'm seeing a possibility there of Shane Bieber.
He's not all that good though. Look at his numbers.
I don't know what his numbers are like. St. Louis isn't getting rid of anybody. Jim, I didn't say anything bad. I just said his eyes are a little bit smaller. Closed eyes. I mean, I have a Chinese son. Chinese eyes are known for Asian slant. Just I don't. Yeah. I met Sean. Talked to him up close. He's a huge guy. I mean, he's big. He's just like 6'5". Oh yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't even look the same, does he?
Kind of looks like I thought he would. Very looks a lot, even little similar. You could see some of the sable in him. That's the shape.
Oh
of the
yeah,
face.
yeah. You see a little sable in him. Yeah.
Yeah, Sable's. I don't know if Blake's full Samoan or half. One of them's. I think Blake might be part Samoan.
Yeah, I think he said he was half.
What is Samoan Pacific Islander or what is that?
Polynesian, right? I think.
Polynesian?
Right?
Where is Samoa, by the way?
Way out in the South Pacific, man.
Oh, it's in the South. So it is more Asian?
Polynesian, I guess that's better than Asian.
Well, Hawaii's kind of Polynesian, right?
Right. Correct.
I was always thinking, why did I always used to think Samoa was more, that's right. Samoa's, yeah, out the islands. Yeah. For some reason I was thinking more like Caribbean, total wrong part of the.
Oh, senior. You're pretty good, man. You're pretty good. What do you got, a camera in here or something?
Are you eating Boston baked beans?
Love those things, man. Very good, senior.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're not Samoans, not as much Asian. Like my wife is considered, Filipinos are considered Asian, which is interesting.
Yep.
Interesting because they were, it was a Spanish colony.
Yes, it was.
In fact, her maiden name, you've heard of Galicia, Spain, right? Galicia, Spain, Galicia.
Oh, Galicia. Yep.
Yeah, that's her maiden name. So,
really?
Yeah. So it's like there's definite somewhere in that bloodline Spanish, right? Gotta be.
Look at that, Cliff Martinez, snack of my choice on my road trip. Love these things, man.
Great choice.
Addicting.
All right.
Addicting, man.
I haven't had Boston baked beans in a long time.
Mm.
They're crunchy, aren't they?
They are candy coated peanuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Woo! Woo!
Jim Everett is fluent in Spanish. Are you seriously? Really? Dang. I wish I didn't have to go through the giant. I wish I could just go to Matos himself. I'd get Luis on here and we need an interpreter. Wouldn't that be great if we got Matos on the show?
That'd be pretty awesome.
Pretty
awesome.
Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah. Yeah, Samoans are huge, man. They are, I mean, Sable's a big guy too. He's 6'4". What makes Samoans, you think, so big? I mean, you get those big guys in the wrestlers. You've seen those big, huge guys in Samoa. What is, wonder why that'd be a good place maybe to go recruit guys. Go watch. Speaking of recruiting, I was out Saturday watching these. I was at the park in this football league. This little 7-year-old kid was playing football flag football, and he was a quarterback. And I was talking to his dad. Oh man, I took some video of him. Kid could throw. I wonder if could I show that video, you think?
Might not want to.
Because of somebody's kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haku! It's funny, Jim. Earlier today, I was watching the 1992 Royal Rumble. And Haku came out there, and his ass got knocked out of the ring pretty damn quick. Post haste.
I could probably show this video. You can't make out the kid.
You can't?
Well, there's little ones. I mean, I just thought I was just impressed. I was really impressed with his quickness, his ability. He just had field.
Senior says you can. Okay, go for it then.
I can. He had field presence. Look at the athleticism in this kid. He's 7 years old. And I want you to look at the presence of his just ability to stay on his feet. He's the quarterback. He goes to his hand. Now, I only took one play. I missed a bunch of other ones. The kid was throwing the ball 30 yards downfield.
Wow. And how old again?
7. This throw's not much, but he's on the run. Okay. Wait, let me start it from the beginning here.
Haku used to legit kick people's ass. Wow.
All right, ready? Can you see it?
Yep.
Watch him roll out. Watch his hand go down. Look at that. 7 years old. I mean, the presence. And he threw that on the run going to his opposite side.
Opposite side, yeah.
And when he said and threw it, I was like, I went up to his dad. I go, how old's your boy? He said 7. I go, man, he could play. He's gonna play at the next, gonna play some college ball if you keep it up. I was like, I wanted to get on the phone to my brother and say, hey, what age can you sign a kid to a scholarship? I mean, I would love to scout kids. I really would. If I could go out and get paid by a college or a professional team just to scout, I mean, it would be cool. Was that all the guys? Oh, pull up Shane Bieber versus how about Snell?
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Gray's too late. USC already signed him.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hey, I've thought about that, senior. I like his swing and his glove, his hand-eye ball coordination, his eyesight. Man, he could throw. Definitely, and he's got the attitude. I saw that speech. I'm not. I want to play. I love you guys. Remember that speech?
I remember.
Okay, the kid's got it. What in the world?
Harley Race. I saw him. I was watching the 1988 Royal Rumble last night. And this character came on. Good old Harley Race.
Oh, here I am looking for Shane Bieber. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
He's coming up right now.
I'm like,
oh, man. All right, let's bring up Strathead. Let's get back on track here. Focus.
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 Let me see those beans. Baked beans. I'm glad they're not like Bush's baked beans.
Those things are delicious too.
Bush's baked beans.
Yeah, those are pretty freaking good, man.
There's a difference between quite a difference between Boston baked beans and Bush's baked beans. You know why? You know what the difference is?
I already know where you're going. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's
I knew
Bush's.
it.
That's
I knew
Bush's. Man, when you work together long enough, man, you know everything. Just like I called you. What did I get you on earlier tonight? I was on something. You go. I was just going there. Okay,
Yep.
so overall stats. Dang. So we know Snell is on the right.
Correct. Bieber's on the left.
I'd take Bieber. Crap. Look at the base on balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the ERA is the same. The ERA plus is better with Bieber.
And look at the walk percentage.
That's what I mean. Look at that.
5 to 10.
Hey, hold on, check it. Do me a little favor. Can anybody out there do a breakdown of what Bieber is? He a fly ball pitcher, ground ball pitcher?
Here, let's look. It should say in Baseball Reference.
Get ready to. We're going to put a little short together here during the show.
We're putting a short together.
I'm gonna do a little clip maybe, and then we'll put this out tomorrow on Twitter.
What's his projection for this year? A 3.5 ERA, 144 innings pitched.
See a fly ball or a ground ball pitcher?
I have to find out right now. Hold on. Here we go. Where is it at?
Charles Baker says strikeout fly ball.
Batted ball. Let's see. Last year, 47% ground ball, 22% fly ball. A history is 6 years, 46.4. Well, here, let me just show you.
While you're doing that,
I'll take my word for it.
Matthew says I need to give some respect to the Boston baked beans.
There you go.
Hey, that was the Bush baked beans.
He's talking about Bushes, yeah.
The Bush baked beans.
The Bush baked beans will make you
toot.
doo-doo.
Yeah.
They'll make you doo-doo.
Have you ever heard that one as a kid? Now I don't know if this was the era that I grew up in the 60s, late 60s in school, early 70s. But when you're a kid, and you got brothers, you hear. Have you ever heard of beans, the magical fruit?
Nope.
You never heard that saying?
Never heard beans, the magical fruit.
All right, so here's a little. I don't know why when I said toot, it's like a song comes in your head. You know songs, like, and you know them. Okay, here it is, guys. I'm going to teach you an old one here. See if anybody's ever heard this. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. Hey, you went over the.
Yeah, I went over. Sorry,
right,
I thought it was done.
No, it's got a little. Here it is. It's a little catchy phrase. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So let's have beans at every meal.
Yeah, woo!
Hey, Will B got it. Yeah, Will B got it. The more you eat, the more you toot.
There you go. Will B's got it. Yep.
There he is. All right. So, so here we go. What are we looking at? Stat head or whatever. Advanced. I know this is baseball reference, but what are we?
Here we go. So you wanted to look at batted ball, right? Up here?
Yeah.
His history of 6 years, he's a 46.4% ground ball and a 21.5% fly ball pitcher. So he's a ground ball pitcher.
Okay, let's start this over again. Here comes our short. Let me get it going here. Got to create this. We only got a minute for a short, guys, so we're going to cut this. All right, so we're looking at Shane Bieber here,
right,
as a possible trade for the Giants, as opposed to signing Blake Snell, giving up a draft pick, and losing $500,000 in the international draft pool money.
Right. Needs starting pitching, right?
Yep. And he's only making $13.5 million. So Shane Bieber has a ground ball rate of What was it?
His
46.4?
combined is 46.4. Fly ball rate 21.5%.
Okay.
Last year though, he was 47% ground ball.
Is that hard hit, right?
No, batted ball.
Oh, batted ball. And I'm looking at hard hit percentage, 47.8. But Shane Bieber might be a guy the Giants could fit into their rotation. I'm going to put together a trade proposal here and figure it out on trade values. I'm going to get something out on this because that may be the way to go. He is a free agent next year. Cleveland may be looking to move him. He's only 28 years old, maybe 29 now, be 29 this year. He'll be going into free agency. Let's look at Shane Bieber. All right. So home run percentage is like 2.8% over 6 years. I'm kind of liking this a little bit more. Man, pull up that stat head again.
Only problem is it's up there, isn't it? Yeah, it's still right there.
No, you gotta stop screening.
Oh, versus Shane Bieber.
Yeah, Bieber and Snell.
Or Shane Bieber versus Snell. Correct. Here we go.
All right, hide the, and then we'll do this. We'll hide the names. All right. So we got two pitchers here. One on the left, one on the right. The one on the right, better WAR. This is for their career or last 3 years?
Career.
Okay. How about if we pull? Let's do the last 3 years. Might be a little bit.
Real quick though, going back to his strikeout, he's got a career of 27.8, but in his last 4 years, his strikeout rate has steadily declined.
Bieber?
Yes. In 2020, which was the abbreviated, so you had a 41% strikeout. 2021, 33%. 2022, 25%. Last year, 20% strikeout rate. And so that's a concern. That means that he's kind of losing something, right?
Maybe so.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Mike says, who would you trade for Bieber? We're going to work on that, Mike. We're going to go to the trade analyzer and we'll have this deal done and we'll get Bieber here.
You want to do last 3 seasons?
Yeah, I want to look at the last 3 seasons because you said his strikeout rate has gone down. And
yes, it has.
So I want to see that. And also I want to see more of a direct comparison with Snell when it comes to games. So that'll give us the 23, 22, and 21 season, which gets rid of the 2020 season. I'll bet you Bieber looks pretty good to Snell.
You don't want me to show the names, right?
No. Mix them. Go, like shuffle them.
Yep, I'm shuffling the 2 guys.
Because we know that one was on the right before. Okay. All right, 83 games, 68. 83 games started, 68, 424, 436. Oh, I already know the one on the left is Bieber, just based on the innings pitched and the less games because Snell doesn't go far in games.
You know what else is a dead giveaway? The very bottom. Base on balls percentage.
Yep, there you go. All right. ERA, very close. ERA plus, identical. Strikeouts, can live with that. K percentage up. But the base on balls, 68 game. The innings pitched. I'm going left. Okay, guys, here's the reveal right here. On the left, I believe, is Shane Bieber. On the right is Blake Snell. Last 3 innings. Last 3 years. Last 3 years. Look at those stats. Show them again, Eric. Okay. I mean, for the money, I don't think you're getting Blake Snell for very long anyway.
True.
So let's put together a trade. I'm taking Bieber. I'm not going Blake Snell. Those walks bother me. And if he's off and he doesn't give you any innings pitched, Blake Snell could be a bullpen killer. So
could be. Yep.
I'm gonna work on a trade right now, and I will pull this up for you shortly.
Real quick, he still has 1 more year after this year, correct?
I thought you thought he was on the free agent list for
maybe
next year.
Was he on a free agent list? Maybe he was. I
thought he was.
Yeah, that walk percentage is a lot better. Absolutely. But then again, you got to remember Snell really didn't let runs come across either. The guy almost had a sub-2 ERA last year. I'm talking about Snell. Then again,
yeah, I don't know if
he's
that
getting older.
I don't know if that luck stays with you though. All right. Shane Bieber. He was at a 13. Where is he? Bieber.
Can't find him in the Guardians.
I'm looking, but where's his value? I thought I saw it at 13 earlier. Oh no, that was his. I'm sorry, take that back. That was his salary. 13 million. He is available. I'm telling you. 7.7 value. That does not cost a lot of dough.
And they're probably going to want a starting pitcher in return.
They are. We're going to give him black.
Okay.
So the Giants are going to give away. Hold on. What page are we on? Okay.
Here, I'll stop sharing so you can bring up.
All right. 7.7. I am going. I mean, it depends on if you like black or Wizenhunt better. I don't like to give up lefties, so I'm giving up Mason Black, and I'm going to give up their third baseman is Ramirez, but where else could JD play on that team? Who's their first baseman?
Naylor, right? Or not?
Not sure. They need the outfielders?
I don't know the needs of the Guardians.
All right.
Just give them a good.
I'm giving them black, and I'm going to give them. Shoot, you know what? Time to give up on Will Bednar.
Yeah.
Just as a throw-in. And I'm going to give up. How about? Okay. All right. We're going here. And here. All right. Hold on. Let's throw in another position player. Give me another reliever. All right.
Spencer was only at a 7, right?
Bieber?
Yeah.
7.7. I've got 8.7. I'm trying to sweeten it a little bit to make it a little bit more got to give some value. There we go. We need some salary dump. There we go. How is that deal?
It is not up yet.
I know, because I didn't put it up, right? How's that deal? All right, guys. Is this a doable trade? I think it is.
Holy shit.
Getting rid of some.
For one?
Why not? Bednar. Well, you got to look at Bart and Tang and Dabovich equal 1.5.
Yeah.
But you never know what they might. So basically, if you just did Black and Slater, that does it. But you're giving up Bart too, because he's got to go somewhere. You're
Man,
only
that's
giving
a
up.
lot. Yeah, I get it. That's just a lot of guys for one pitcher. Woo!
Yeah, but you're getting
And it's
rid of.
Riddle, right?
Yeah, you don't have to give all that. You could just do Black and Slater, be fine,
Yeah.
and Bart, Black, Slater, and Bart.
And the thing is,
Look,
Cleveland may not have that many.
if I took this and that off,
There
it
you go.
still works. It still works.
I'm just saying because the Guardians may not have that many roster spots.
Well, the only roster spots that are have to be that are on the 40 is Bart and Slater. The other guys, there's only 2, so they're only gaining 1 spot.
How does that work though? When you trade, do they have to be on your? When you make a trade, do they have to be on your 40 man? Right? They can't.
No, if they're on your 40, they have to go on your 40.
Gotcha.
But if they're Mason Black is not on the 40.
Okay. Gotcha.
Neither was Kaiwei Tang, and neither was Davovich.
So basically,
and neither was who was the other guy I took off? I took off Tang, Davovich, and
who did you take off?
Davovich,
Davovich,
Bednar. Yeah, all 3 of those guys are not on the roster. Bednar,
so
I think Bednar is a good gamble for a team like the Guardians because he's young and he's had a lot of injury history, but he's got great pedigree. His brother, great pitcher for the Pirates, and he was a tremendous pitcher in college, Will Bednar. He just needs to get healthy.
Yeah,
if he gets healthy, but if he doesn't get healthy, he's going to come up on the Rule 5 draft soon.
Yeah, correct.
Kyle McKiernan, yeah.
He saw that and Ned just rolled over in his bed.
Yeah. But why not Shane Bieber? I mean, you're getting Mason Black, a young pitcher who's under control for 5-6 years, inexpensive. You're basically only taking on the salary of Slater for $4 million. Giants pick up Shane Bieber. Why not? Ben Bamboo says, always trade MLB potential talent for MLB proven talent. Yeah, that's what this is. This is potential talent in Black for proven talent in Bieber. And you know what? Bart could come through. Bart in a new scenery. Slater's a solid he's a solid player. I mean, he's average. He's a good pinch hitter.
Mm-hmm.
Lowe says Black's going to be good. Keep him. He may be good. That's why you got to,
we're going to have to be able to.
You're going to have to give up. You're going to have to give up something good. You're going to have to give up Wisenhunt, Black. Roop doesn't have enough trade value currently. That could change if he pitches well Thursday night. Maybe if he sets down some of the bigger Dodger hitters, he probably won't play early enough. He'll probably be against their backups. Mike says he likes the trade. I think the trade makes a lot of sense because the Guardians, I mean, why would you just put up the difference between him and Snell? I mean, you're getting more innings pitched. You're getting a guy that pitches more, doesn't walk as many,
right?
Doesn't have the electric stuff that Snell does. But Bird Song instead of Black Admiral says, you also got to figure out if the Guardians have any interest in either of those guys.
Right. Now, supposedly they said a bunch of teams are calling about the pitchers, right?
That's what Melvin says.
So make a damn deal.
They're calling about, I think the guys they're calling about are 5 guys. I think I think it's Wisenhunt, Harrison first, of course. But I don't think Giants are making any moves with Harrison.
No.
I think it's Harrison, Wisenhunt, Black, Harrison, Wisenhunt, Black, Roop,
Birdsong.
Crawford, Reggie Crawford, and Birdsong. Those 6. I think that's who's generating
Okay.
the calls.
You know what? Oh, I
We
don't know how
looked
many
at
people
Los.
now-
We looked at Cabrera, but he's only pitched 99 innings last year, and like a lot less before.
and his ERA is pretty.
He's not getting. He doesn't get a lot of innings. You got to find a guy that can pitch you 100. You need a guy that can go 150 innings. How many innings did Bieber go the last year in 2 and 3?
177 last year.
And what did he do in 22?
Oh, it wasn't as many. I can't remember. Wasn't as many.
Yeah, I'll pull it up real quick.
I'm gonna start a poll here.
Come on, Bieber. Where are you? I see you, but where's your baseball reference?
Hey, I'm gonna have a poll come out here, guys. I'm interested to see what you guys think.
Okay, here's Bieber's
Polls out
number.
there, guys. Make sure you vote.
Come on, don't do this to me.
In honor of Super Tuesday, get out there and vote. Damn it. Got a poll out there.
Gosh darn it. My darn screen's acting up. Get out of my way.
I'm interested.
All right, can you see Bieber there?
I see Bieber.
All right, innings pitched. Last year was 128, 200. Oh, only 96 and 21?
Never mind.
16 starts.
Mm.
31 starts and 21. He's got a little bit of dirt. Well, 34. Still more than Cabrera, though, innings-wise.
Yeah. Matthew, I will have a show tomorrow night. For sure, tomorrow night. MHC tomorrow night.
Did Bieber win the Cy Young in 22 or 20?
Scroll over. It'll show you. Other way.
2020.
Yeah, that was
That Cy Young in 2020. It's like all the award, everything in 2020 is just a joke. I mean, 60 innings. That's not even. 60 games. It's not even a half a year.
All right, people. We got 218 in the chat, and I only see 29 votes. What's going on?
What's the poll?
So, the poll is: who are you higher on, Wisenhunt or Harrison?
Oh, well, that's kind of an interesting poll, but
I want to know. There's a reason.
We haven't even seen these guys, really.
Not really.
We haven't even seen Wisenhunt. All right, who are we?
30 votes. Come on. Come on, man. Seriously? 213 in the chat and there's 30 votes?
All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, guys. It's time to get this thing rolling.
Yes.
We've got 2 minutes. You got till 11:15 to get your vote in.
Come on.
You got 212
in the vote. It says I'm seeing 212.
You got 36 votes. I expect in the next minute 50 votes.
Weird.
50 votes. Because a lot of you people in the chat.
Oh, I know why. I know why.
Says 97 in the chat.
I know why.
Why?
Got a bunch of people on Twitter. What's up out there, Twitter?
Oh,
That's
really?
why it shows. Yeah, we got a bunch of people on Twitter. Appreciate you guys watching.
Oh, we're on Twitter?
How about that? Yeah, we're on Twitter.
Okay.
On your Twitter.
Really?
Not misinformation, Cliff.
Get him.
That's right, man.
Hey, Twitter.
What's up, Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. X. What's up, X?
I'm your favorite guy out there on X. You know, the guy that
Dan, oh man,
tells you
you're a
like it
maniac
is.
out there on X.
What can I say? What can I say? Just trying to tell it like it is.
Appreciate that, Charles.
A big Giants fan who wants the Giants to be excellent. So I think this club is improving, but it doesn't have enough right now with the pitching.
See, the X people can't vote, so we only
The
can go
X
with
people.
whoever's on YouTube.
All right, so we got 97.
Got
out
38.
there.
Still not good enough. Come on.
All right, let's just 2 or 3 more votes. It looks like it's probably going to be a
Let's get to
whack.
45 at least. Come on.
What's Harrison's number? Is it 45? What is his number?
I think it is 45, right?
I think for some reason he looks like 45
It's
to me.
45. I think it's 45.
All right.
Thanks, Great Admiral. Appreciate it, man. I see you in the comments a lot too. Appreciate that. Awesome.
45 votes. 45 votes. Let's
go. 45 votes. Come on. We're at 39. 45 votes.
Let's go check I'm going to go check our GoFundMe page and see how we're doing.
It is 45. Awesome. Thanks, Cliff.
We're going to check the old.
Man, we got a bunch of people on Twitter. Look at that. We got 226 viewers. So what is that? I don't know how many are on YouTube and how many are on Twitter, but we welcome you all.
All right. Hey, Gabriel.
Thanks, money. Appreciate it.
Gabriel Smart. Is Gabriel out here in the chat?
Gabriel, are you out there?
He donated $5 to the GoFundMe for the
Way to go,
Hawaii.
Gabriel.
All right. We need
This
more.
Is what you get. This is what you get, Gabriel.
Oh boy.
All right.
All right. All right.
Thanks, Jay Money. Appreciate it, man.
Hey man, we would definitely shout out to Mark Graves and Jared Hadaney for donating $25, $50. But it's also those little $5 ones that count.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody, we go to GoFundMe, look up John and Lisa Francis. It's a story that we're getting behind. My brother put the GoFundMe page together. There's a video on there that tells what happened. You know, it'd be great to have these guys reach their goal of 15,000. If the viewers of NorCal Sports can play a small part in that and spread this around on Twitter, get it moving out there, it would be great.
It'd be awesome.
A little money to help somebody else who's lost almost lost the most important thing, which is
their lives,
their loved one. But fortunately, they escaped. So now it's just, a lot of things. You think about it. The fire happened. We heard it in the news for a week or, first few days, it was all over the news. The next week or two, it's
old news, and then they move on. Right.
Yeah. They move on, but their lives move on, but they still have the same.
Right.
The struggles are still left.
Correct.
They don't have their home. They have to go move out, be apart. She's got to work at another place, another branch, everything. He lost his business. So yeah. Sign Lorenz's changeup and trade for Devin Williams' changeup and Wizen's changeup and will debut as well. Love the split change culture here. Maybe they can all throw the changeup at the same time to the same batter. That would be cool. Right. 3 changeups coming at you.
And at the hot corner, you got JD Davis on the shoulders of Chapman.
Yes. There
you go, man.
Because the no bats are being taken away from him, that's for sure.
All right, I'm killing the vote. You guys only could get the 40. That's whatever. Here we go. So after 40 votes,
I bet it's 75-25. Harrison.
It's 82% Harrison. That's 17% Wizenhunt. Okay, then. That being said, why don't we trade Wizenhunt? I'm not saying, we're just based on just the chat. So why wouldn't you trade Wisenhunt to go get a legitimate MLB proven player? Why not? You still got Birdsong, you still got Black, you still got Crawford, right?
You got
You got a
Roop.
bunch of guys.
You still got
You got a
Roop.
Roop. You got a bunch of guys left. So it's okay if we trade one of these guys.
I don't know, man. That changeup is pretty nasty.
I agree.
Why not keep both of them? Just because you only gave them an option between Harrison and Wisenhunt.
That's right. I'm giving them, quote unquote, the front runners.
Yeah.
And you can only have so many lefties, right? I mean, you don't want to have a lefty heavy. You're going to have Ray.
Maybe for a year or two.
Right? You're going to have Harrison.
They're building these guys up really slow.
Really slow.
I like the idea of having 5-6 guys. I'd be only willing to get rid of one right now if I'm making a trade for a pitcher. And on to, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. It depends on what you got coming back, I guess.
Right.
And if you think you're ready to win now, I think the Giants are. I don't think the Giants are playing this season with the idea of, well, if we're 500 or just over 500 and have a good year, we'll bring it back next year with a definite commitment to the playoffs. I think they're going for the playoffs this year, and I think they are building a type of team that is built for the playoffs with pitching. If they believe Ray is going to come back and be strong by October, and let's say he comes back in the 1st of August, okay? And let's say the first month he goes 4 or 5 starts and he's just, he's getting going. He's building himself up. But let's say by his 6th, 7th start, he's like getting into Robbie Ray form, where he's, back where he was close to 21 season when he had the Cy Young. I think it was 21, but yeah. So let's say they got Ray, and then they got Cobb, and they got Webb. But let's say they go after another pitcher. That's why I believe they're going after another pitcher, because I'll tell you what, and I'm going to say it right here, right now, March 5th, 2024, if the Giants add a top flight starting pitcher, whether that's Blake Snell, Jordan Montgomery, Shane Bieber, before the season, I'm not talking about at the deadline, because I think if they go with this pitching staff right now, I don't think they're in the race at the trade deadline to be in a position to be a threat. But if they add a starting pitcher right now and they are in the race, when Cobb comes back, they're hanging in there, and then he pitches well, and then Robbie Ray pitches well, and they're healthy enough where they're not losing their bats like Soler and Chapman and some of the other guys. They would have enough with that pitching staff and defense to be a legitimate team to win the World Series. And I know that sounds crazy, but pitching and defense wins. Matthew is saying, Dan, you're talking about the John and Lisa Francis Lahaina story. I watched that a few days ago. Didn't even know you're related. Good story, Craig. That's funny. That's crazy. No, my brother knows John. If you look at the GoFundMe page on there, Matthew, the story's on there. That's really cool. Small world.
Real quick, kind of to piggyback on what you're saying, but here's my issue. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I'm gonna project out to next year. Careful what you wish for, because this is what I'm saying. If Ray comes back and has a fantastic year, if Chapman has an unbelievable year, if they sign Snell, which is probably going to have an opt-out and has a fantastic year, do you want a sustainable winning window to where you're going to be competing every day? Or are you just doing the one-hit wonder? Because if all three of those guys have fantastic years, they're all going to opt out. So then who's going to be your third baseman next year? Who's going to be who? But you're losing a whole year of development, right?
We don't know. We don't know for sure. Maybe he plays some.
Right?
Maybe he's at shortstop and second base a lot.
Maybe. So, but third base. If Schmidt goes to,
I actually like Casey. I actually like Casey Schmidt at defense more than Estrada.
See, but what I'm saying is, if Schmidt then moves to third next year, then who's going to be the shortstop? You see what I'm saying? So there's a hole to plug. Same thing with the rotation.
Shortstop would be Luciano next year. By next year,
I'm just saying it's when you. I want to see, and we've talked about this before, and that's why we wanted the young guys, is because we want to build something that's going to last. Kind of like how we had those 3 World Series in 5 years. They had a core group for a certain amount, and they need the pieces here and there, but they don't have that.
They need the core back. Yeah,
there is no core right now, and that's what upsets me. Is I want to see a core. A lot of teams have a core.
Yeah, Charles Baker mentions the Kim from San Diego be a free agent. Maybe they can snag him.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
that's all I'm saying. That's my concern. Whether it's legit or not, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It sounds like Chapman could stay here for a while. With the 3 years with Melvin, he kind of came here. He loved to be with Melvin. They may be a really nice connection there. I'll tell you what. I think if Chapman does have a good year, they're probably going to try and renegotiate and give him a bigger deal.
Think so?
Yeah, and I don't know if
that
you can.
Consists of?
Probably 3 years at 25 apiece.
You think that's what he would want to go for? Because he could have done that this year, right? I don't know. It's who knows.
Yeah, I don't know, guys, but I'm ready to roll. We've been going almost 3 hours, so we're going to close this thing off.
Let me get the music going. We can start shutting this thing down.
12:30 here, guys. Next week it's only 11:30. My goal is we go 8:30 to about 10:30.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh my God! Wait until these post games when they start finishing at 10 o'clock at night.
Oh gosh.
Well, those won't be long. They're not going to be long like these.
Yeah, no, because we'll just be talking game right now. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for joining. Hope you had a good night. Talked a lot about pitching, what the Giants could do, threw out some trades out there. Possibility of Shane Bieber maybe being a trade candidate to the Giants for, say, a Mason Black, Austin Slater, and a Joey Bart. I think that does pretty well for both teams.
Yep.
You can substitute Black for Wisenhunt or Roop, but you also got to go by the values too, and you also got to look at what the teams are interested in. Tomorrow night is Wednesday night, right? So
Wednesday night, yeah. Tomorrow I will have a Military History Chronicles show tomorrow. I'm just going to put it up for 10:30.
Tomorrow night is a night that I will probably be a short night for me, and Eric could carry it. Maybe Cliff Martinez might want to come in and co-host.
Sure, I could. Or Los could come in. We did a good job yesterday.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the Warriors Bucks tomorrow night.
Is it home or is it away?
Home, yeah.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
It's a 7-10 start, 8-10 here. So it'd be about halftime. I should be able to, let's see, 8-10. start. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll
figure it
I'll
out.
play it by ear. It's kind of my relaxing time when I like to sit back and watch a ball game.
Yeah, go for it. I could cover it for a while, and then I could head on over to MHC.
Andrew Wiggins is back. Don't know for how long. He's back at least for tomorrow night's game. He may have to leave again. Got a family matter. We don't know what it is to tend to, but I think they play Thursday night again, so they got back-to-back. But he is back. Wiggs is back for tomorrow. Anyway, guys, we talked about the GoFundMe page. John and Lisa Francis, go to GoFundMe.com. If you can donate $5. I don't know if there's a minimum on GoFundMe. You know if there's a minimum?
I don't think there is.
Yeah, even a couple.
You can donate $1. Yeah.
$1, $2. It'd be nice just to get that. Help some people out. I know we can't help everybody out, but again, it's just a connection. That's all. So appreciate you guys watching, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow night, 8:30. And will we have a signing this week? I gotta believe that. I don't know if Montgomery signs, but I think Blake Snell signs definitely by this weekend. He's not going into this weekend without signing. After this weekend, you are 2 weeks away from, just over 2 weeks away from opening day. Opening day is on the 28th of March. The 28th of March. Get that. So this weekend is the 9th. And then you have 2 weeks left of spring training before the Giants depart Arizona on the 23rd. And they play Sacramento, I believe, up in Sacramento, Senior. So you got the Giants playing Sacramento Sunday night at 5 o'clock in Sac Town. And then the A's.
I might have to go catch that one. We'll see.
And then
it's probably going to sell out, to be honest.
Opening day, yeah. So, yeah, maybe you should check your tickets. Might already be sold out. But, all right, guys, we will see you tomorrow night. Have a great one. Thank you.
See you tomorrow. And no, Chardon will not co-host tomorrow. Woo!